All right, guys, thanks for joining us here after lunch at Buttonwillow Raceway Park, GTA Finals 2019. The first few sessions were great. We saw faster times laid down. What did we see happen in that first session, Carla?
We almost saw a record being taken from Marcos Malone as the street all-wheel drive and street class overall. Getting very close to that record. Marcos himself is out there in another car other than his own, trying to defend that record.
Trying to do a faster time. He's in limited class. Sean Krebsback, the track Midwest hero, I'm going to call him because he is definitely out here proving his worth, did a 48.54 or 48.6 in general. The record is a 48.28. So just so you guys know, we're live with Group 5, Session 3 right now, but we're just going over what else happened. We saw Sean Kegel go out there and go faster. He did a 43. Dayo still leading 42. We are coming to the final two sessions of all the run groups. You're going to see 10 more on-track experiences, guys. Group 5 through 1, Session 3, and then 5 through 1, Session 4, what we're going to run. Right now, we have Mr. Kimball at a 201 and Mr. Tran at also a 201. They're about 300ths off each other.
Yep, and these last two sessions of the day are going to be interesting. Possibly the last session is going to be a little bit cooler than this one right now. We're seeing 71 degrees outside, still mild temperatures, still a beautiful day, still fast weather. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can feel the heat, the sun beating down, but if you're not directly in the sun, the weather is still really good. Track temps are up a little bit, obviously. That could be inherent for more grip, or it could be a little too warm and the cars could get greasy and slidey. Slidey. Go ahead and see what kind of times we see laid down. I was talking to a few drivers on lunch here, and some of them might even wait for the final session because they think that's going to be the fastest one they have left for the day.
Yep, that last session was quick. However, the track was a little bit dusty, so we had tracks cleaners cleaning up the surface during that lunch break. So right now the track is real clean. Weather is good. It's going to be a fast session, these last two sessions here.
And I was talking to the gentleman that was cleaning the track for us. I mean, they do such a great job over here. And he even told me, he's like, hey, usually I could have a whole track cleaned up in 30 minutes, but it took me 55 to clean the track after that. So drivers are going a little wild. They're pushing their limits to the max.
And as they should. Everybody's out here to do the best that they possibly can. A lot of people shooting for their best personal times, and a lot of people shooting for a new record here.
Yeah, I mean, especially in those Group 2 and Group 1s, we do see quite a few people pushing hard. The most contested internet class right now would be the street class, and we have Sean Krebsback over here doing a great job with his 48.6. Right after him, we have Johnny Hernandez at a 49.6. Then we have another 49 and Jackie Ding at a 50. I'm trying to remember who that third 49 is. Oh, no, we have Thomas Smith at a 50 and Jackie Ding at a 50. I apologize.
And look, these are some really fast times for a street class. It's amazing how much faster this class is and has gotten faster over these past few years. Cuban, how many cars are in street class this year?
Well, we have 39 or 40, but even more so, people will look at it and be like, oh, well, they haven't even beat the record. But here's what you're missing, guys. When Marco set a 48, no one was sub 50. People were in the 52s, 53s, 54s. Now we have a 48.6 followed by a 49, followed by a 49, followed by a 50, followed by a 50. It's no longer just one person going fast. It's the class is super contested. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and let you know who's really doing okay, so I can let you know. So who's the top three right now in enthusiasts?
So right now we're looking at Ray Guerrero leading the enthusiast class in his GT350 Mustang, Team Baby Lamb.
Man, but then Jarrell Natividad only 71 hundredths or thousandths behind in his GRA 90 Supra doing a 158.476.
That's insane how tight that battle is. It's gonna be interesting to see who's able to take that top step at the end of the day.
Yeah, and even more than that, look at the differences in cars. We have a GT350, big V8 car, a lot of power, a lot of torque. Then we have an inline 6 Supra. I mean, and they're 76,000 of each other. So then the third, just to let you know, is Aaron Gong and his BRZ at a 2:01. Street class, the class we're talking about, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 people within 2 seconds of each other.
That's insane competition in the street class right now.
From first to first to ninth is 2.5 seconds. So Sean Krebs back, as we said, 48.6. Johnny Hernandez over here with a 49.9. And then Thomas Smith broke under 50. He's got a 49.5.
That's amazing.
49.9.
And Jackie Ding, not that much further behind him, just barely missing the 49 mark with a 50.0.
Oh, gosh, 5/10 and he'd be ahead of Thomas Smith for the podium. Limited class, my friends, limited class. We have Stephen Chan leading, actually a real significant lead, too. A good 2.5 seconds at a 1:45.865 over Amir.
Amir almost clocking in a 46 with a 147.0 in his E3.
The LS powered M3. And then, of course, Cody Miles, who got towed off last session at a 47.9. This is really close, guys. We got Cody Miles at a 47.9 and then Ryan Passy at a 48.0.
That is insane competition once again for the top 3 in limited class overall.
Yep, and just for the shout out, Marcos is in 4th at a 49.3. He's got a little work to do. Pro Comp is only 3 cars right now, and it's being led by Jaeger in the Opel he borrowed. Just so you know, it's in Pro Comp because the tires are exposed. Got to have the tires covered by the fenders to run in any of the legitimate time attack classes.
Justin Aylis is second in Pro Comp right now in the Rabbit GTI with an S2000 engine in it.
Rear wheel drive girl, that's an awesome car. And then Vinanatra, guys, a 203 in his spec TCA Honda Civic race car. That's a little 1.5 liter Borla sponsored monster. And then the one everyone wants to ask about, so I've been getting the most messages, who's running the fastest times? So I'll let Carla tell you this because she got nothing but love for him.
Nothing but love for Dai Yoshihara, leading the unlimited overall class right now with a 142.0. So close to cracking a 41.
But don't count out Sean Kegel, guys. He's set his 44 on low boost, and right now he's got a 43.2, so no doubt he'll be able to pull some time out of that. And the E90.
E90 is, wow, 148.0. So close to a 47. That's a chassis that we don't typically see at the top steps of the unlimited class. That's the M3 E90, car number 881, driven by Gabriel. So lots of competition in all the classes right now. So these last 2 sessions, it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to make it out on the top steps of each class. All right, and then right now we have Group 5 live. Right now leading the class, we have a 201.16 driven by Daniel Tran.
There we have Vinanacha right there in his TCA Borla Honda Civic. That's Sally McNulty's wheel-to-wheel car. Vin out there having a great time. It looks like he's ran a 204, so he's about a second off his fastest. But like we said earlier, this is his first time driving a front-wheel drive car, so he's just having a blast.
Is that the Subaru that crashed into the wall yesterday?
I believe so, but I can't see any damage on it. I'm going to ask my SCCA tech steward here. How bad was the damage on that Subaru? All superficial, guys. He didn't hit it going very fast at all. The spin out, he had almost completely slowed down before he hit the tire wall right there. It seems like he's good. I think he had a sprained finger from a little, when you hit the wall a little bit and the wheel jerks out of your hand, you're always taught to let go of the wheel in an impact, but when it's happening so quick, it's hard to remember, hey, I got to let go.
Hey, but that says a lot about him as a driver. He sprained his finger crashing into the wall yesterday, but he's still out here pushing the car, pushing himself, going for a new personal best. So huge respect for him as a driver.
Absolutely. And I mean, there are personal victories, guys. There's winning the whole event, there's winning in your class, but showing up here and doing personal best or running the fastest time you ever have or proving your new setup works, this means a lot to people out here. So it's great to see him out there still pushing his car.
little two-wheel off action, but a clean recovery going through the bus stop there in that Mazda Miata.
I think that's Dr. Kuo right there. Oh. Nope, that's actually A90. Sorry, I saw the quick livery. I thought that'd be Dr. Kuo and his Type R. But that black A90 with the beautiful livery on it looks great.
Something to note right now, the top 4 cars of this Group 5 right now are all so close in times. We have everybody is at a 2:01, and the first 2 cars is a 2:01.14. So that's just happened by Eric Chan and his A90. Not barely behind him, a 2:01.16 is going to be Daniel Tran in that Mazda Miata. He is really sending it out there. Barely slower than that, a 2:01.63.
That's a great time right there. And I just want to let any competitors know really quick, if you need anything mounted or balanced, the tire shop closes at 2:30, guys. So if you have a later session coming up and you're going to run sticker tires, make sure you get to the tire shop ASAP. They close at 2:30.
Looks like Spencer Kimball is driving a 2:01.63 in his 135i. Barely behind him is going to be a 2:01.66. That's going to be Nick Bright driving that Spoon TSX. So lots of competition going on right now in the top fastest cars of Group 5, Session 3.
Yeah, and I mean, look how close this session is to each other. Group 5 was pretty spread out not too long ago. And now you got 201s all the way to 4th, 202s, and then 203s all the way to 9th, basically. So this group is looking really competitive now. This is a checkered session, by the way, guys. I will let you know Group 4 is starting to line up, and first person in line is Fiona Liu. Looks like she really wants to crack into those 55s.
Get it, girl. Hope she's able to send it this lap. She's been focusing heavily on her driving and reviewing a lot of in-car data. So, Fiona, we're hoping that you're able to crack that 55 this session.
It does look like, I don't know if you guys saw it a little bit earlier, but the HKS wide body car removed its aero. No wing. Maybe just so much mechanical grip with that wide body and those huge wheels.
Finishing his last hot lap, Curtis Gladen. His fastest lap time of this session was a 2:04.415.
That one was a little bit off his pace, but he was still pushing it right there, so these guys go around. It's about to be Group 4, Session 2. We'll go hot with that in about 5 minutes or so. So make sure you're on top. If you're Group 4, make sure you're out there ready to run.
In about 3 minutes, we're going to start the next group, Group 4, Session 3.
What it looks like is Fiona's going to have a track all to herself.
Yeah,
I literally have one car lined up. Carla, you see this? I got one car.
Looks like she's ready to go. I mean, she's the first one to grid. She just didn't snooze on that lunch break, so.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably hyped and up. I do see what looks like cars coming into the pit, but I don't see anyone coming to the grid here. So Fiona's about to get an entire track to herself to run her 55. So there is a little bit of damage on the passenger side of this blue Subaru. I'm not sure if you're able to catch it on camera. We'll see if we can get you a little better shot. Hard part is when he's coming into the pits, it's actually his driver's side, so hopefully he turns out early so we can get you a little shot of that. But once again, guys, all superficial. He's out there. He's still pushing himself. A little bit of damage never hurt anybody. Just builds character. If if you look at the Civic Venanatra's driving, the door is bashed in a little bit because it is a real wheel-to-wheel car. And the one thing I'll tell you is he didn't bump you, he didn't nudge you, he didn't hit you, he rubbed you. And Rubbin's Racing.
Rubbin's Racing.
Ice cream.
All right, looks like we're starting to see a couple more cars making it to the pre-grid.
You see what happened? I jinxed Fiona. They're all like, wait, you mean Fiona gets a free track to herself? Everyone in the car?
Only 1 minute till the start of the next Group 4 session.
There's Jarrell Natividad right there in his beautiful A90. I mean, like I said, every A90 on the West Coast was definitely at SEMA, but we have all the track A90s here today, so this is great. Here's the schedule, guys. What we have going on right now is Group 4, Session 3. Group 4, Session 3. In case you know where your friend is in the sessions, make sure you text them because we redid it after lunch. But in case you know what group your friend's in, these are the times that they're going to be hot on track. I see Thomas Lee making it there. He's still fighting for a 55 also.
We're still counting on you, Thomas. We want that 55. Not that many cars going out for this session, so the cars that are on track right now should be able to find themselves quite a bit of spacing just to put down that perfect lap.
All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and guess we have 8 or 9 cars out here right now. Fiona let him out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then Thomas is somewhere. 8. All right, so we got 8 cars on track right now, guys. So these guys have plenty of space. They should have no issue running into each other or catching up.
Thomas really giving himself a lot of spacing. Very smart move. That's the goal of time attack, having a lot of space, especially when there's not that many cars on track. There's no point in going that.
You gotta take advantage. If you know there's 8 cars, then you know you can really take your time, scrub the tires like you want, harden the brake zones to bring up the tire temps, and I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see him take Sunset hard and try to start his flyer. People get the red mist, though. I mean, you tell yourself to make a gap, right? But sometimes you get behind that other car on a warm-up and you just want to go, and that's when you kind of hurt your own lap time.
Fiona about to start her first hot lap, coming into the brake zone of Sunset.
That is the Pikachu-powered PhD Racing Honda S2000, followed by Fiat's version of an S2000, the 124 Abarth.
Driven by Milo.
I couldn't even tell you how to pronounce it, Carlos. So don't feel bad.
I'm not even going to try at this point. I'm sorry, Milo.
For all we know, it's Milo.
Milo. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I can't say your name. We are watching you in that Fiat, though. You're the only
so
Fiat.
Fiona taking the back section really clean. She's going into Cotton Corners. Like we talked about, Cotton Corners is going to look slow. The goal of Cotton Corners is to kind of throw away the first 2 corners to set up for your exit speed to come into the truck stop, bus stop area. So up and over the hump. Let's see if she hits that curve.
And guess what, guys? We have one more car that's making it out onto the track right now. Johnson Mack in that rotary-powered RX-7.
Yep, and Johnson had some damage to the front end of his car, so had him back out here. Like I said, duct tape engineers, everything.
Looks like he was able to fix it pretty decently. I saw the car. The bumper looks like it. Maybe he found another bumper during that last session and during lunch, so he's going back out there looking for his new personal best.
And look at James Mel's car. It still has a splitter on it. So whatever was damaged yesterday, they either tore more of it off or fixed it, because I don't see any damage to James's car right now. There's Johnson Mack, guys. He went off pretty good and damaged his front bumper. So he's either on a different front bumper. That looks different. That's not the same front bumper.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he found a bumper
Because
somewhere.
his other bumper had a different center design, and it was cut in the middle with the off. So, I mean, Carlos said there's certain consumables that are life, one of them being bumpers. So he probably came prepared.
Either that or he somehow came across an FD bumper somewhere in Bakersfield, which can't be that easy to find out
Listen,
here.
finding FD parts in general is impossible, okay? So if he did that, he's got all the luck in the world.
3 sub-2 cars starting the beginning of this session. Fiona with a 158.375. Milo in the Fiat in the 159.691. Justin Bayless in the S2000 powered Rabbit with a 158.627.
See, they did move up a run group. They were in 5. They were leaving 5, so they definitely moved their way up. Oh, man, James Mell with a 57. It was Fiona's session up until that exact point with his 50. Where'd he go? With his 57.43. Thomas Lee with a 204. I'm not sure if he lost it back there. He just wasn't feeling it, but it looks like he's pushing for another one right now. Nick Steniford, he's been pushing it the whole time. I mean, S2000 on S2000 on S2000. These guys are out here going as fast as they can.
Jarrell really maximizing the track, utilizing the berms, carrying a lot of speed through bus stop.
Well, that, like you said, that's probably one of the hardest things because you want to carry speed there, but obviously if you go off, it slows you down. So you want to use as much of the track as possible. Like, look at Thomas here really pushing it through the bus stop, truck stop complex. He definitely never lifted over here, so I know he's on another flyer.
Fiona Lau just found a little bit of time with a 157.983.
And we have a 157.1 from the F20 powered Rabbit.
Nick Steniford 157.183.
Listen, man, he saw James do a 57.4, and then as I'm going to say it, James does a 57.0. These guys are battling right now. I hope you guys have had a chance to go check out this car, man. It's F-powered, Honda power, in a Rabbit. I mean, it's just super cool. It's an 80s rocket ship.
Do you know where this guy's from, Cuban?
I didn't even know this guy existed until I saw the car. I kind of wish I knew him.
Hopefully we find out more information that we can share with you guys. It's definitely a car I've never seen before.
Oh, there's Nick 2 off. He's trying to catch up to James Mell, and you're not going to catch him up that way. But watch James go off even better. Nope, he was smooth. Jarrell's running a 59.3. He's second in enthusiast right now. He wasn't first for a majority of the day until the GT350 came out and said, hi.
We haven't picked up a time yet for Johnson Mack in the RX-7. Hopefully he didn't forget to put his transponder on his new front bumper. Hopefully we'll see him with some lap times coming soon.
That's right, huh? We haven't actually seen him clock timing and scoring at all, not even a starter lap. So maybe they forgot that the transponder was on the old bumper? I think I saw his crew find it. I'm going to go ahead and let them know to black flag that car.
All right, so we're actually going to send Johnson Mack in that RX-7. We're going to send him a black flag. That way his crew can put his transponder on. You're welcome. We want to see that car go fast.
All right, James Mel, still fastest of the session right at a 57.0. It's S2000 with a golf ball. Okay, it's all S2000. Sorry, let me make this right.
Wow.
So the top 4 times are F Series powered. 3 of them are S2000s. One of them's a Rabbit.
And there we have it, folks.
We're really lucky we caught that Mr. Chan didn't have a transponder. His crew heard us talking, and they ran to the car and grabbed it ASAP. Hopefully he sees his black flag in time to know to come in. I see him around the back. It doesn't look like he's hauling the mail, but no, he is coming right back down.
Dang, it seemed like he got that black flag. Hopefully he'll get one here on the straight. It doesn't look like he's getting a black flag yet.
Race Control's trying to take care of something, though. It's hard for us to do a courtesy black flag while they're trying to take care of a real issue right now. While we're waiting, though, Thomas Lee did another lap. I don't know if he...
No, he came in the pits,
actually. Okay, so he's starting a hot lap right now?
Yeah, he's starting a hot lap right now.
Fantastic. All right, guys, it does look like they hit Mr. Chan with 2 black flags so far.
Johnson Mack, actually.
Johnson Mack. Wow. Chan.
Too many names floating around.
Johnson Mack, they hit him with a black already, so hopefully he sees what's going on. We want him to come in and set a time, so hopefully he sees what's going on. This is one of the few times you wish you had a radio system in your car. It is kind of a spendy experience, but I'm pretty sure we've actually ran your car on track talking to you on a cell phone before.
Yes, we have. Some tracks you can get away with having phone signal through the entire course. Buttonwillow, I've tried it here. You only get signal for about maybe half of the lap. I guess depending on who your carrier is.
Yeah, so T-Mobile gets no signal, and Verizon probably gets the best. But no, realistically speaking, it's bad. I mean, there'll be areas where you're standing in the paddock and you don't even have signal. So it's really good to try and find a way to talk to your driver. A lot of drivers carry their cell phones in the car just in case something happens to let people know they're okay, but it's just really hard to keep communication up like that.
And actually, I don't know if they still do this, but Dayu Shihara actually calls his crew on his cell phone. I don't know if they have a comm system yet, but I saw them doing that.
Maybe it's like Bob Apodaca. He did it on Bluetooth. All right, so they got Mr. Chan in. This is good. This is
Johnson Mack.
Johnson Mack. Okay, we're going to let Carla talk about her homies.
All right, looks like his crew's got him. They're going to put his transponder on.
Thought that he got black flagged and he had to talk to someone. Good thing he saw his crew because he was about to fly by. Hey, let Johnson know he got his back, all right? I want my Doritos. I heard you got a whole box in there. Here's Jarrell out there, guys. Jarrell Natividad still hasn't improved his first lap time here. He did a 59.3. Car looks really good, looks planted, you know, so he's definitely pushing it. It's a great-looking chassis. It looks very compliant. Just like most new cars, though, they just seem to look so much more compliant, you know, soft through the corners.
Yep, looks like he is definitely a smooth driver. I think I saw a standing yellow flag at the Cornwalker Station.
I do see a standing yellow flag out there.
Yep, at the entry of Riverside. So there might be some sort of debris on track, mid-track. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll get more information on that.
Got it. Okay, guys, we couldn't see it from the tower, but Fiona's car is actually stopped over on the hill, over by. So there is a standing yellow after for Riverside and after. So no, sadly, our stream is missing Phil Hill, so I won't be able to get you guys a shot. Hopefully, nothing too serious, and they can get it all taken care of. Just so you guys know, this is Group 4, Session 3. We'll soon have Group 3, Session 3 cars lining up, so I can't wait to see that.
And on screen here, we have Johnson Mack in the pits with his new bumper. His crew just put his transponder on there in a rush trying to fix that car, getting it back out here. adjusting the tire pressure. So looks like we just got a checkered flag, so he's not going to be able to go back out this session, but he will be ready to go for the last session of the day.
It is good to see that car back together, man. He had his whole front end messed up, so good job to Johnson and his team, because I didn't call him Chan this time. Good job to Johnson and his team for getting that car back together. We'll see them out one more time, so they'll be able to lay some lap times. He's already reset his personal best by 13 seconds, so, I mean, anything from here is just icing on the cupcake you've never gotten.
I think that was a low blow. I think that was a low blow.
He didn't tell Brett he had to replace his wife. He might have got some cupcakes.
Wow, here we go. For the record, I did not say that. I said he needs to upgrade his wife's Mercedes.
That's what she meant. That's not what she said.
I still want her cupcakes, though. She's really good at baking, and I've heard a lot about her cupcakes and her macaroons.
You know,
Hopefully
listening to a girl say she wants
try.
another girl's cupcakes makes me kind of uncomfortable. So let's move on. We have Group 3, Session 3 lining up. It looks like Dustin DeCero is at the very front of this lineup. He's been running fast lap times all day. He would be, you know, the epitome of maximum attack. He's really been going out there and pushing the limits of the car every single lap of every session.
James Meal coming in from his session, waving to his...
Whoa, not to cut you off. When did Nick pass him?
Oh,
that was right now. Okay, so James and Nick are battling back and forth. They're great friends. They go to every event together, and James was on top of him, and then boom, like right as the checker comes out, Nick goes right past him and goes to a 56.6. That is a complete 0.4 faster than the lap before. Here's our schedule, guys, just so you know. We are at Group 4, Session 3. We're about to go to Group 3, Session 3. If you know the people that you want to watch, you know what group they're in, and you say you're at work and you can't just keep the stream up full time, well, you know, forget your boss, put it back up. But this is the times where you should be tuning in. So if you want to see Dai Yoshihara and Sean Kegel battle it out again, 225, guys. You want to see them for the last time? 405, guys. Group 2 is probably one of the most contested groups out there, 205 to 220. I'd recommend watching both of those, no doubts. I recommend watching the whole thing, to be honest with you. But Group 2 has been the most contested session. That's where the fastest cars of their classes have been. The street battles there. Me and Carla are nonstop talking during that session. Carla and I.
Yeah, it looks like we sent out a safety car to go pick up Fiona Lau. She is stuck off track after Phil Hill. Hopefully she's okay.
So I got a little insight from my buddy over there by Phil Hill. She went off. We don't think there's any damage to the car or anything severe. The car is just sitting there. She may not want to turn on. From his vantage point, he can't see the whole car, but he saw her go off. So hopefully everything's fine with Fiona's car. They can get her back out one more session as she's continuously going faster. So there are 2 more sessions left for Group 2 and 1. And Group 3, I apologize. Group 3 is about to go right now. So they each have 2 more sessions. Group 1, Group 5, and 4 have 1 session left.
Getting ready to go out, we have Mark Yeager in car number 149 in that Opel. That's definitely a fun car to watch him pilot around this track. Lots of oversteer. Sounds really good down the front straight too, so definitely a fun car to watch.
LS all the things, right?
All right, and then we have our RS Motors Evo getting ready to go out here. Car number 14.
Yeah, it's another Evo from RS Motors. Okay, so you guys probably know Andy Smedegard from when he drives the Unlimited white Evo from RS Motors. He's in a black S2000 this weekend, but he did a 140 flat basically at GTA Finals last year. What's crazy to think, though, is a 140 netted him third. It was third. It was Tom O'Gorman second with Professional Awesome. Then it was a 38 from Kanji, their utter spaceship.
Just in front of that, we have the 135i driven by Alex Bernstein, car number 135.
Near the Bernstein Bears, because that's what I think every time we say his name. All right, so a little more inside info, guys. Fiona's car looks to be driving, so it may have been completely stuck or just had to be power cycled a few times. Maybe she thought something was more broken than it is. As a driver, you don't want to continue driving if your car sounds or feels funny. You don't want to cause more damage or mess up the track even more. So hopefully everything's okay with Fiona's car.
There she is on screen. Looks like, yep, car is drivable. Doesn't seem to be any damage on that car as well. So probably she was just stuck in the dirt. They gave her a little bit of a boost out, and now she's bringing it back into the pits.
Besides DeCero's Montana plates, most S2000s aren't used to the dirt.
Yeah, S2000s really don't like the dirt, so glad that they were able to get her out of there. Now we're looking at Dan's Subaru. He had a wild save earlier in the day today, just barely avoiding the wall at sunset, and then he went out and he drove his fastest lap of the weekend shortly thereafter with a 153.207.
He did confirm he had to change his racing suit after that. I asked him. He said it felt like the car was going to carry more momentum into the wall, and then he pooed a little bit and it stopped. So I don't know if that created more. Those were his words, okay? Whether it happened, he physically told me these things. But no, we're glad to see it. He's put a lot of work into that car, and it'd be painful to spend months upon months of work and then not even be able to run the whole event. So I want to give a huge shout out to Andy Hope. He gave me some persimmons earlier. I just want you to know, I've never heard of a persimmon until today, and I'm on my third one now. It's an amazing fruit. You eat the whole thing. Would you like a persimmon? I have one. Okay, I'm just telling race control because he's looking at me saying, what the hell is a persimmon? But huge shout out to Andy Hope. He's pretty much done for the day. He gave Carla back her Hans, so he knows he doesn't have any luck left over, so he's got to stop.
I'm sad to see him go. It was exciting to see him watch him drive out there.
This is another pretty light run group, so these guys are going to have a lot of time on track, a lot of fun. They basically get this to themselves. This is one thing we have noticed in Time Attack throughout all the years. A lot of these cars are real high strung. They only have so much tire, only so much fuel. They want to put down the fastest lap possible when they can, and sometimes people either save it for the final run or just call it a day halfway through the second day. So we're going to see thinner herds here, but that doesn't mean you're going to see less talent or slower times. Dustin DeCero starting this one out.
Right behind him, we have Ivan Hung.
Had a little lockup there going into sunset. Behind Ivan is that beautiful baby blue. That's almost a Tiffany blue. That's actually a WRX RS. It's an Impreza RS. That car started as a 2.5 liter NA piece of turd. That is Andy Smedegaard, who I was talking about, took third last year with a 140. Still incredible to think 140 got you a third last year. If he was in that same car this year, he'd be in first. Every year changes back to back.
Looks like car number 89, Mazda Miata, Ryan behind the wheel. Looks like he made it out on track as well.
I'm going to take a bite of it. It's Ryan Radushel. Radushel? Well, I'm probably wrong, but someone on the internet will correct me now. That's that beautiful black Miata with the neon green cage and underbody. He's the one that took a few rides yesterday.
But he's running very quickly this event. Looks like his fastest time is actually going to be a 153.4 in that Miata.
That is by no means slow. Let's just be real with each other here. That is haul in the mail.
Car barely has any aero. I'm not sure what tires he's on, but he is going to be, let's see what class he's in. He's in Unlimited.
It's a V8 powered cage gutted car. I don't know what size the tire is. It didn't look that big, but it is a beautiful car. I don't know what power plant it is. I saw a photo of it getting ready, and all it had was the bottom end of a V8. And I'm kind of an import fanboy. Only other cars I know are vets, so I'm mainly an import fanboy, and it didn't look like an LS to me, but maybe it is.
Dustin Acero starting out the session with a 153.11. Daniel finishing his first hot lap right behind him.
So that's a Daniel Albrecht at a 209, Albrecht Racing and More Autosports, and he's got more in it, but maybe that change of race suit took a little bit out of him. He might need a second or two.
Looks like Ulrich is coming in the hot pits right now.
Ulrich can't even complete a lap. He didn't even stop at his pit. He's going straight back to the trailer. Andy Smedegaard, on the other hand, don't know where he's going right now.
Looks like everyone's finding some good spacing out there. First laps, not their fastest times that they put on today, but Mark Yeager, first lap with a 203.55.
Yeah, and let's be honest with each other here, guys. Mark Yeager was definitely going to be in competition to win this overall. Heart goes out to him. He lost a flywheel a few days before the event testing, backed out, damaged the crank, put a new crank in, put the motor together, got it together the night before, gets here, does his very first warm-up lap, loses cylinder 4.
Dustin Acero clocking in a 153.163, which is pretty much exactly what he ran the first lap. So very consistent driving out there. However, his fastest time of the day is going to be a 151.304. Woo, Daniel, little off-road action, sunset.
He really likes that corner, I'm telling you. He's pushing himself.
Just ran a 155.68. Alex Bernstein clocking in a 155.361, followed by Mark Yeager clocking in a 154.955. Ronnie Solomon also clocking in a 154.802.
How does Yeager go from a 204 to a 54, just like one lap to the next?
Well, it's possible that he was actually trying to create himself some more spacing.
He's a guy, right? He was just trying to create a gap.
Daniel on the screen here, going through the dog leg, setting up his entry line into the brake zone for a bus stop. Very clean bus stop, maximizing the track, utilizing the berms. Clean line through Riverside. Mark Yeager going through Riverside. Not that far behind him is the BMW 135i driven by Alex Bernstein. Dustin Acero. 152.563. I heard him let off at the end of that lap, so he might be doing a cool down lap this lap, or he may do a mid-session cool down. So He may cool down for one lap and then go ahead and send it for another hot lap after. So we'll see what he chooses to do.
I don't know. All I know is Dustin DeCero's like, yeah, my 53 is cool and all, but I got a 52. Now he's going to come back and be like, All right, folks. So meanwhile, while these guys are setting some laps, I mean, it must feel great. Here's Ulrich, guys, by the way. In case you guys didn't know, Ulrich overnight had to swap heads on his vehicle and turn down the boost. Oh, he just had to turn down the boost. He was breaking up. The car was just spiking like crazy. We're going to go ahead and my production crew's letting me know we have standings for today. So while Andy Smedegaard's crew is looking under the hood of that RS West S2000, let's see if we can get some standings up here for you in a few.
That's not usually a good sign if they close the hood and Andy's still in the pits. So it looks like they might be having an issue with that S2000.
Great looking car, though.
Oh,
they're pushing. Hey, guys, if you see them pushing, they're trying to push start it. See if we can get it. Oh, they got it bump started. Nice. Thank you, kind gentleman on the other side of the wall that gave a hand.
Looks like he's going to be done for this session. Hopefully whatever issue he's encountering with that S2000, that they'll be able to fix that and get out for the last session of the day. Dan pulling into the pits, just finished with his session, was able to put down a 55.689. Looks like Ivan Hong also had some issues. Unfortunately, all the S2000s are having issues this session other than Dustin DeCero, but Ivan looks like he had some issues with his S2000 as well. Wasn't able to complete a lap, so whatever he's encountering, hopefully they're able to sort that out before the last session of the day as well. Actually, no, looks like he's on track, so just kidding. He does not have any issues, and he clocked in a 154.12.
That puts him second fastest of this run group so far. So it looks like we have two S2000s just leading the pack. Is the third car also an S? Me neither, but I do see Ulrich right there.
Solomon. Actually, yeah, that's going to be an S2000 also.
So
that
top three
Andy.
S's, guys. And then the number 4 is S chassis. S14 frame, Opal body, Ellis Powerplay.
Looks like Ulrich is going back into the pits, so looks like he's having more issues with his Mazda Miata.
Well, he changed head thing right before the event, and then he had to work on the tune and everything because the car was just hitting spike levels and all the safety.
Woo!
Jaeger front
Opal,
straight. Baby.
Woo!
Opal.
Saved it from the wall.
That was
Very,
awesome. That was
nice
awesome.
Save.
Jaeger always here to put on a show.
Was that 2 360s?
The best part is, if you didn't know, the owner is standing right here in a Stop Tech Racing shirt, and I saw his butt cheeks clench just a skosh.
And he's filming it going down the front straight.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Very nice save by Mark Jaeger.
It does look like right now Jaeger is the only car on track. This session will be coming to a lull.
Looks like Ivan Hung still on the track, still pushing it. Nice exit through Sunset. Clocking in his fastest lap time of the session with a 152.723. Really close to his fastest time of the event. His fastest time overall for this event is a 152.0. So looks like he's really trying hard for that 151. Hopefully he's able to grab that this next lap.
That was a don't hit the wall moment, huh?
Yeah, and it does look like Group 2, Session 3 is starting to line up. This is definitely a group I want to watch. I did see Thomas Smith and Johnny Hernandez line up, but then, while I'm looking one way, I zigged when I should have zagged. It does look like the Miata, Mr. Ryan right there, went off pretty good. And Jaeger's obviously on a cool down. He's got to bring it in. But this session's getting checkered as we speak.
Ivan Hung also on his cool down lap after clocking in his 152 for this session.
And in case you guys are wondering, the flag guys don't just wave flags. You see how he's making notes on his notepad right there? They know everything you guys do on track. They're the unsung heroes of these events, guys. So just like you can't hide sitting on the wall from us, you can't hide going off from them.
That's right. These guys are top class. They're always here at Buttonwillow. They're here with multiple race organizations that I run with, and I can personally say that this guy right here on the front straight has made calls that have saved me. So definitely solid corner workers at this event going on right now. And guess what? That's a really hard job. I've been at the corner worker station once before, and I have to say that was the most miserable job I've ever done. You're stuck out there. You only have as much water or whatever that you brought. And you're out there basically until they come pick you up in the truck. So sometimes it's really hot, sometimes it's really windy or really, really cold. Sometimes you have cars flying right at you. So these guys right here, top class, huge thanks to them. Always keeping us safe. Only have a few cars lining up for the next run group here.
So far we got Johnny Hernandez with Jackie Ding behind him. There is another silver S2000. I'm sure Carlo knows. She knows all the S2000 people off the top of her head.
That's going to be Sun Vo lined up.
Like I said, she didn't even look at a list. She just looked up and said, oh, yep, that's Sun.
S2000 people stick together.
Who drives the white S2000 with the factory hardtop and the CR front bumper?
That's going to be Justin Taylor.
Justin Taylor waving at us. I was going to say he's getting ready to get in the car right now. Good luck, Justin.
Good luck, Justin. He has a 150.0 right now. Hopefully, we're going to see him crack into the 49s.
My friend standing next to Justin's car, tell him 49s or we don't talk about him anymore.
49s or just go to Bakersfield.
Yeah, just don't even come back in, bro. We'll see you at Willow Ranch later tonight. We do have Thomas Smith coming around, so he is going to make another crack at it. So we have another one of the all-wheel drive competitors. Sean Krebs back. Where you at? You're 0.4 off the record, bro. I know you're not waiting. Or you might wait for the last session. I just hope you have another one in you. Calling car 221. Car 221. There is a record waiting for you.
We're cheering you on, Johnny. Hopefully you're able to get this record.
Man, Johnny, I still love you, man. But, man, do you know how many weeks of internet torture I'm going to have to endure because I initiated this bet?
Looks like his wife and his son are over there to give him one last good luck. His wife, Natalie.
And what's his son's name?
I have to check my text
I forgot
to,
man. We're terrible human beings. But Johnny's out there doing a great job. Johnny, good job. Thomas behind him. We have both of them are in the 49s, guys. So if you want to see what the grid is like, it's a 49, it's a 49, and then it's a 50 right behind them. Also, who drives the white S2000 again, Carla?
Justin Taylor.
Justin Taylor at a 50 also. These guys are so close. Carla at a 51. Sun Vo killing it at a 50 area. I'm sure she knows off the top of her head. I don't know.
Sun Vo?
Yeah, for Sun, I don't know.
Sun Vo's going to run that 148 that Graham Downey ran in his car yesterday.
Well, if not, at least we know the car's capable of it. So we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We only got 2 S2000s out right now.
Weiland.
Natalie and Weiland. There we go.
Cheering on Johnny Hernandez. Trying to take Marcos Malone's overall street class record.
Absolutely. Yellow S2000. Got an APR GT1000 dual element. It's a great looking car.
That's going to be Kong. He's driving the yellow S2000. I think he clocked in, let's see what he clocked in last session, or overall his fastest time.
We're about 1 minute till this starts while Carla tries to find. She's actually embarrassing her S2000 people. She's supposed to know all this off the top of her head.
151.390 for Khan. So
there we go. So even then, another 51. So here's how the grid I see it right now, okay? 49, 49, 50, 50, 50, 51, 51. This is a great looking grid.
Sally ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we're going to see her crack into the 150s this session. I know they're reviewing a lot of data. really pulling hairs, trying to find time in that Subaru, which I believe is her daily driver.
All right, guys, while we wait. This is as of lunch, guys. Here's your top 6 from enthusiast class. We have Ray Guerrero in the GT350 leading everybody. Natividad.
Just barely behind him. Look at that.
71 thousandths. If Jarrell, if you can hear me, man, you got to pull out like a little monkey hair, dude. That's it. Aaron Gong with a 201, Joshua Reyes 202, Eduardo Felix 205, Tyler Clark with a 207. So enthusiast class top 4, all top 3 within 3 seconds.
Joshua Reyes not that far behind, might make podium this
Here it
event.
is, guys. This is what your grid was like. It's a 48.6 from Sean Krebs back, okay? He's 0.4 off the record. The record's 2.82. Johnny Hernandez, Thomas Smith, Jackie Ding.
Jackie Ding looks like he might be having an issue.
He is
with
stopped
the
on
car.
pre-grid right now. He went, yeah, he's backing up. The car may be freaking out. So another A90 incident there. So this is your street class, guys. Chris Elder's at a 50 and Amir at a 50. Amir could punch out 2 seconds. Chris Elders could punch out 2 seconds. Jackie Dink could punch out 2 seconds. This is super close.
Yeah, I don't know. If they can find 2 seconds off the bat like that, that's going to be insane to watch.
Just with the track, how it's evolving, I wouldn't doubt it.
Limited class, we have first is Stephen Chan with a 145.865. Just after him, we have Amir, barely in the 47, so close to a 46 with a 147.050. Third place in limited class right now, we have Cody Miles with a 147.966. Barely behind him, sitting in fourth place, Ryan Passy with
Marcos Malonis and Justin Taylor, guys. But that way we get back to the action, but we're getting close here. We're going to show you Unlimited really quick, just so you know where the standings are after lunch. Oh, Carla.
All right, Dio Shihara, 142.6067. Hopefully we see that car go faster.
Sean Kegel at a 43.2, and the rest of the field is basically within 5/10. So you got a 48, 48. You got Gabriel Shadid, Rhett Panther, Ying Wang, Tom Ten.
Insane competition going on right now. Justin Taylor just starting his first hot lap, has a lot of space in front of him and behind him.
Yeah, so like Johnny was in the lead of this group, and they called Justin forward. I felt like Johnny maybe wanted to figure had something going on. But you got Justin Taylor being followed by Johnny Hernandez on their flyers. Both of them want to be in the 40s. Johnny is in the 49s. Justin Taylor is at a 50.050 right there.
Johnny was having troubles finding good spacing on track, but looks like this session he has a lot of space in front of him and a lot of space behind him. So we're really going to be looking for him to nail down that hot lap.
This is a field of experienced drivers. Every single one of these people have hundreds of laps here. They all know what they're doing, so hopefully we see some really clean laps.
This is going to be the opportunity for a lot of people to put down their fastest lap time. Not that many cars on track. It seems like a lot of people are waiting for the last session of the day.
I don't want to jinx anyone here, but I want to see a completely clean bus stop after this session.
Speaking of which, Johnny Hernandez entering bus stop, lots of speed. Good exit with some oversteer.
That was a little side twerk right there. Pew, pew. Looks like Sally's coming in the pits. She had a little issue. Yeah, Thomas Smith, guys. I want to let you know he's oh, and he saved it. That was beautiful. We missed it on stream, but Thomas Smith is definitely flying. And here's Sun Vo. Every single person that went through bus stop right now did it beautifully. Dude, these lap times are going to be amazing. Let's see when Scott Taylor crosses, he'll be the first one as long as everything goes good. Justin Taylor. Scott Taylor's a old man, professional driver, drove for a long time in prototypes. That's just a respect thing.
Justin Taylor going into the front straight. Let's see if he's able to put down that 50. Are we looking at a 49? Looking at a 53.0.
So he is well off of his personal best. The track may not be in the best condition. I think Johnny's time is going to tell us he's off his own pace.
Johnny Hernandez, 151.0.
2 seconds off his pace. We got Justin Taylor a couple seconds off his pace. So the track may not be optimal right now, but we'll see as we keep going. Let's see what kind of lap time Sally sets. She's still actually doing a warm-up. She never completed her warm-up.
Thomas Smith with a 150.348.
Thomas is proving the track isn't too bad, guys. He's run a 49 Sun H. Vo at a 51.7. Thomas has run a 49, but he's proving the track ain't that bad. So if he can run a 50 like that, I want to see these other guys push it.
But wait a minute. I think that might be Sun Vo's personal best time in his S2000. I think he ran a 52 earlier in the day today, maybe a 53.
So he's definitely picked up some data from Graham Downey's laps in his car.
Johnny sending it through bus stop. Looks like Jackie Ding is getting a black flag on the front straight. He might be having an issue with his car, so we'll keep you posted on
And
that.
he's the fastest of the session, 50.2. Oh, Sun Vo.
Oh,
Sun.
Vo.
So he is still trying to save it. Look at this, look at this.
Oh, geez.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I promise you he didn't take that line on purpose. He carried so much speed through bus stop that car was basically whipping back and forth. Instead of trying to save it directly into the flag station, he took the inside line, and that's going to hurt your heart. That's a lot of debris and dust out there under the car, but I would take all of the clanking and clicking over hitting a flag station any day. Those are concrete barriers.
And that has actually happened to him before. He actually has run into one of the corner worker stations in this S2000.
At this event last year.
I believe so. So he missed the corner worker station, almost came close to hitting that porter potty that's out there too. That would have been rough.
Listen, maybe when you got to use the bathroom, you got to go. Son, if you're going to do that, make sure you do it before the session, okay? I've always had drivers tell me sometimes they go out there needing to pee because it makes them faster. You might have pushed that a little too far. Or he pushed something out.
Still pretty dusty with the bus stop in Riverside right now.
Okay, guys, we got Thomas Smith who was on a cool down. He laid down that 50. Let's see if he can lay down something faster. JC Monet is also starting a flyer. So he was testing last week, and he was running incredible lap times. But word on the street, his motor swallowed a screw. One of the bolts holding the body on came off, went inside his engine, and went clank, clank, clank. Sounded like bolts in a blender. So he had to go ahead and fix that. Since then, he hasn't been able to lay down the times he laid down in testing. But we'll see what he can do. Sun Vo, the bathroom is to the left.
We're happy to see that he was able to avoid that porta potty station that is somewhere off of the inside of Riverside. So, yeah, we're happy that he didn't run into that porta potty. Sally, first lap time, 154.432 while making a pass in Riverside.
Hey guys, I want to give Sean Kegel's wife a shout out. She's at home sick, but she's watching our live stream. She's seen her man going fast. Ashley, thank you so much. I hope you feel better. We usually see you out here on track with us, but I'll let you know two things. First, your man hasn't caught on fire yet. Second, he's second fastest in the event. So Sean and the Caliber Cutters team are doing amazing. Ashley, feel better. Thanks so much for watching. Fastest of this session right now is still Jackie Ding.
Really close to his fastest overall time for the event. He clocked in a 150.29 this session. However, earlier in the day, he clocked in a 150.0. Johnny Hernandez a little bit off pace there, but I know that the track is quite dusty through a couple of sections, so hopefully he's able to nail it and lay it down with a clean track this session.
Yep, and that lap is when he got a little sideways through Riverside. I mean, he didn't go off, but whenever you got to lift and counter steer, it's you're hurt.
Sun Vo giving Bust Up another shot.
Okay, guys, JC Monet, Jean-Charles Monet, 49.97. That's as close as you can get to it without a big 50. Good job, JC. About 5 or 6 seconds off his testing time, just so you guys know. Obviously, testing means nothing. You have to lay down your lap in a competition setting, but a 49.9 is great after getting the motor back together.
Looks like we have that S13 going back, starting his first hot lap. Look at that straight line speed. That car is fast. Look, he just clocked in a 154.768. Peter Hong.
You know, it's crazy to think that the slowest time session is a 54.
That is blazing quick, especially for Group 2.
I know. There was a point in time yesterday where Group 2 lowest time was a 51. So this might show us that the track itself is not as good as we want it to be. Luckily, the final session for all the people will be very good. That's going to be the cooler area right now. JC doesn't have a chance. He missed day one reassembling the car and had a little issues during his first session, so he's just got to push. Does she have both splitter on?
It looked like she did, so it looks like they were able to fix her front splitter.
It's awesome. Like we said, I mean, it's hard. You're so used to arrow holding you down, but when splitter is oscillating like that and it's letting air between it, you're losing a lot of front grip.
Jackie Ding starting his next hot lap here.
And JC Monet improved by 0.3 of a second.
Justin Taylor with the pressure on behind him from Sun Vo. Both of these S2000s are quick. Justin Taylor looking for that 149. Sun Vo also looking for that 49 too. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys put down. Here's Sally on the screen coming into the brake zone of Sunset. Actually, that looks like she's missing the other splitter rod. I think they just took it off. Yeah, looks like they just took that splitter rod off.
Yeah, they probably just added more Gorilla Tape to the air dam to try and make it so air doesn't find its way through. It probably ripped through either the splitter or the bumper where it was bolted in, and they didn't have a means to put it back on for now.
She was able to clock in a 153.599 that last lap.
About 0.4 off her best for this session.
Here's that super quick S13. So much power on the front straight. I want to know how much power that car is making.
I don't know, man, but it's squatting like crazy at wide open throttle.
I saw Sun Vo cross the line, but I don't see Justin Taylor.
Yeah, me neither, actually, and I don't remember seeing him come in either. He may have, even with so few cars in. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You think you can keep track of 10 cars at once, you can't.
Johnny Hernandez pulling into the pits. Looks like he might be done for the session. Sun Vo out there just exiting pond corners.
Does Justin Taylor's car have green wheels?
Yes, it does.
He's in the pits. He's safe. He's good, so he's not out on track. I was afraid he got stuck over by Phil Hill or something, but no, he came in. He did not do a 49.
He did not do a 49. I'm sad. I wanted to see him run a 49.
Jackie Ding did great, though. He did not break the 49 either. He's still a consistent 50.
Looks like they're might be having some issues with that A90. However, he's still putting down very fast lap times.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, we all know that every A90 here is having electronics issues. So, like we said, hopefully hopefully Toyota can figure out what's going on.
The GM Supra, is that what's happening now?
Man, it's a BMW, it's a Toyota, it's everything. We do have Group 1 people getting ready to line up as we speak. It's funny, you know, I gave Sean Kegel's wife a huge shout-out for not only watching us, but, you know, screenshotting and putting us all over the place. But Sean, man, he's always the first one out there. He's the happiest guy I've ever met. You ever met a guy whose car just burned to the ground and he hugs you and says, we'll be back? No anger, no tears, nothing?
I can't say that I have.
So, you know, having him out here, being second fastest overall, I know his car and him have what it takes to surpass Dai Yoshihara. So hopefully we see something good going on with them. Oh, man, Sunvo, be ready to be all over the internet, my friends. I got to send a clip of your off-road experience. Carla and I will be posting that on social media. So I'll get 7 likes and she'll get 700, but 707 people will see it.
That's right. We had another S2000 driver send us that video.
Hey, Jeff Ringer, thanks for the video, bro. Anyone that's been here long enough knows Jeff Ringer. He races Super Miata right now, but he is a diehard S2000 driver. So he called that the panic swerve, and I'll be honest with you, I'd have been panicking too.
I mean, if I'm about to hit a porta potty, I would panic as well. And we're seeing this 240SX into the hot pits here. And we have a checkered flag for this session. So as we're getting ready for the next group to head out here, Sean Kegel, he's out there first. Looks like he's going to be ready to go. Hopefully we see a faster lap time from him, but he ran blazing quick earlier today.
And please note, she says Kegel and I say Kegel. I've heard both, so we're going to cover our bases here. And one of us is right.
Yeah, you always have to just narrow down, I guess.
So the Caliber guys are up here in the tower ready to watch him lay down a lap. I really like that the gentleman on the right has a dirty shirt like Sean's car. It leads me to believe he was underneath it fixing it before it came out. These Caliber guys are awesome.
So here we have the last few lap times of this session for Group 2. 149.69. That's a really quick time for Group 2. Followed by Jackie Ding in a 150.29. Really close behind him with a 150.34 is going to be Mr. Smith in Subaru. Johnny Hernandez, 151.02. Sun Vo clocking in his personal best time with a 151.7. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sun, when you hear me later. I think this is your personal best. Congratulations if it is. On with a 152.63. Justin Taylor with a 153 flat. Sally with a 153.1. And 154.76 is going to be Peter West. That's going to be by Peter West. Sorry, I was trying to figure out who that was, but
we're going to go ahead and jump to the schedule here, guys. I want to show you what we have left. It is 2:22 Pacific Standard Time. It's 3:22 in Colorado. That's the only way my production crew knows what time it is. At 2:25, we have Group 1, Session 3, okay? Group 1, Session 3. This is going to be the final session of Session 3. Group 1 is going to get 2 more chances to go fast. Then right after that, we'll go straight into Group 5, Group 4, Group 3, Group 2, Group 1. I want to let you know something that's not on here, and every competitor that's listening, podium is at 4:45, okay? So we'll go from Group 1, Session 4, 25 minutes from then, we will have the podium. So I need you guys to know, podium will be at 45. It'll be over here to the side of the tower. I believe it'll be on the opposite side that we grid cars on, but I'll get you a little more info as we get closer. But 4:45, we'll have podium. So here's your schedule coming up. Group 1, Session 3. The tire shop is closed in 7 minutes. So the only thing you can really do now is buy ice. And big shout out to all our sponsors, guys. Reyes Wheels for being here. Yokohama Tires, Stop Tech Brakes. Brad is still here. Garrett Advancing Motion, Competition Clutch, Race Shapes, Superlab Battle USA, Ignite Race Fuel, CSF Radiators, and Turbo Car. Thank you so much, you guys. We got Group 1, Session 3 about to go live. These are the fastest cars of the event.
looks like we have just a minute until we go back out on track here with this Group 1 session. Have a few more cars coming out for this session. Still a light field, though. Looks like we have 9 cars ready to go out. Look at this guy here, swinging that tire pressure gauge. So excited to be here.
Hey, give me a burpee. Come on, give me a burpee. Come back. Give me a burpee. You're not a Spartan.
Love seeing the excitement here from the pit crews, though. Modi just casually walking in front of our camera.
Look at Mike Warfield looking so serial right now. He's either a serial killer or seriously serious because I got Mike with like the dead glare. I've seen him with less emotion only when someone is driving his car. Right now, Mike Warfield's like, you're going to do what I say. You're going to go out when I tell you to go out. If you mess up your gap, it's your fault.
I think that's pretty much what he just told him as well.
Oh, yeah, and he knows Sean Kegel knows what to do. So everyone else, though, pay attention to the Warfield train. Mike Warfield is taking our dear friend Bob Apodaka's plate. It does seem like, Bob, we don't need you, bro. Feel better. We got your replacement.
Wow. I mean, no hard feelings or anything. Poor man is sick, can't be here.
You know, it's global time attack takes precedent to sickness. If I have to fly a red eye nonstop from work to an event and then work 9 hours straight without a nap, he can come here with a cold.
That sounds rough.
I'm just crying now.
And look, speaking of which, we have a couple of drivers here that just landed from other countries, still experiencing jet lag. One of which is going to be Will, that was driving Cody Wells' Prelude. He just flew in from Japan.
Oh, Will Dries was in Japan.
Yeah,
That's
was
badass.
JDM getting ready to drive that Prelude. Also, Jose Mejia just landed from Peru, still experiencing jet lag, barely landed and out here driving the car quickly on that. So
I think what she's telling me is these drivers are way cooler than I give them credit for.
everybody's dedicated. Everyone's pushing themselves in the car. Marcos is out here one last time for the car. Hopefully, maybe we'll see him for another session. But he's looking to drive that Snail Performance WRX. Let's see what he can do.
He just wants to do a personal best out here. I mean, obviously, his fastest time is a 48.282. It's the record he holds in the street. But you know he wants to set something faster in the bug eye. See the car back. The Snail team, Travis, they support GTA to the fullest. I mean, I love these guys, so it's great to see him put the car together to give Mark something to drive.
And we have a green flag, so everybody's starting their first hot lap here.
These guys are gapped really well, man. They knew there weren't that many cars in the run group, and usually people in the fastest session know they need the gap. All right. That's car 221 right there, guys. Not mistake. That's Sean Krebs back right there. He's basically trying to prove that he can beat the record. So he has Marcos with him in the same session. So let's see what happens. Did Sean Kegel slow down? What was the first one? Yeah, he's third car back now. I don't know if he's pushing it or I don't know. For some reason, it looks like he slowed down to let some people by. Maybe he has a small issue. Why is it every time I hype someone up, they go slow? I'm going to stop having favorites. All right, guys, so it does look like Sean had a 4 off, so he's probably going to come in and get his car checked out and then go ahead and go back out. He was probably pushing it real hard there through the first, second, and third turn.
Steven Chan going down the front straight for his first hot lap, 152.573. followed by Gabriel in the E90 M3, car number 881, clocking in a 150.0. Ryan Passy crossing that line, car number 13, clocking in a 150.1. Ying Wang clocking in a 157.564, followed by Sean, 154.312. Tom Tang driving that E36 M3, clocking in a 152.536. And Ryan, car number 126, clocking in a 151.726.
So as you can see, these guys are not going as fast as they have been before. Krebsbach has done a 48.6. Okay, so the track isn't where they want it to be. My guess is he's going to keep pushing it. He seems like that kind of driver to me. He just goes for it. So hopefully he'll have some more tire left over or another set of tires to put on for the final session.
Ryan Passy there carrying a lot of speed. Oh, no.
Man, that's Marcos, guys. He's taking the off-road line. He didn't actually set a lap. This would be him coming in before he completed a hot lap, but she took a dust bath.
Doesn't seem to have any major damage on the car, though. Looks like he was sending it, looking for that fast lap time.
Yeah, and he gets his windshield washed for free by that homeless gentleman in the hat. He tried to get a couple quarters off me earlier in my windshield. I said, you get out of here.
Car looks perfectly fine. Looks like we're going to see him go right back out there. Steven Chan with the 146.806. That is quick for that GTR.
It is. I want to say he ran a 45 earlier.
No, he ran, let's see, actually, yeah, he did run a 145.8, so this might be a fast session for him.
Yep, and then Ryan Passy back into the 49s. Here's Sean Krebsbach again. There it is, a 49.4. So his fastest is a 48.6. We'll see if the car still has some in it for him because, I mean, we all know he wants to go home with the glory, and everyone on the internet wants him to go home with the glory because I will never hear the end of it. I love it.
Coming through the dog leg, that E90 M3. Lots of speed over bus stop. Clean exit.
They said you needed a Kleenex. I was like, I don't have any up here. I'm sorry. It took me 3 seconds to process what you said. I'm like, Kleenex?
I think we need more caffeine up here.
Holy Kleenex. We're not crying yet. I haven't lost my money. There's one more whole set of sessions left.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Oh, man, Peter Chan, he's really been laying it down, guys. Yeah, Peter?
No, that's going to be Ying Wang.
Ying Wang. No, but the person that's number one in the group, Steven Chan. Steven Chan with a 146.8, doing a great job. Ryan Passy at a 49.0. Ryan Passy's best time, I believe, is a 48.0, so he's about a second off. Marcos is leaving a dust cloud out there, so he was leaving a smoke cloud earlier, burning off all the oil in the exhaust, so I guess he just needed to make sure he had his James Bond stuff going on before he set up a fast lap. The E90 M3 by Gabriel Shadid, he's just going lap after lap. He's run a 50 so far, but I believe his fastest lap time is a 47? 48.0. 48.0. That's real close to a 47. Ryan Passy coming in.
Ying looking for that sub 50. Got it down to a 151.4.
Not bad, not bad.
He's really close to hitting that 149 mark this weekend.
Not to mention, I mean, that's such a family sedan, guys. This isn't a two-door E46. This is a four-door E90 V8. It's a beautiful car. I mean, nothing says like, hey, honey, I'm going to buy a daily and I'm going to send it.
And then run 150s around Buttonwillow.
I mean, I know Travis Barnes tried to convince his wife to let him take her M3 out here, but I'm pretty sure that got shot down pretty fast. It looks like Marcos is not going to set a lap. No, the snail car is coming back in. That's the car 221 right there. Sean Krebs back with his 49, doing a great job. The Track Spec Autosports car. This is an endurance car, so hot, cold, they don't care. They're running at full blast.
Looks like Steven Chan is coming into the hot pits here. Looks like it's going to be just a quick tire pressure adjustment for Steven Chan. Hopefully we'll see him run back out there. He's currently the fastest car of this run group right now with a 145.69.
And you know who's not out there? Sean Kegel. He came in after a 4 off and went straight back to his pit, I think. I mean, I know we have a whole nother session for him at 4:05, but it'd have been nice to see what kind of times he laid down right now. Maybe he's trying to save the glory for the end.
Yeah, I think I saw a lift sticker on Steven Chan's GTR. My goodness, we'll talk about getting picked up and going for a fast ride.
Notice he doesn't work for Uber. There's too much controversy. He's a Lyft driver.
Wherever you got to go, you're going to get there quickly with Steven Chan behind the wheel.
He does have a Lyft sticker. Oh, I thought you were kidding. That's amazing. I don't think I'd fit in the seat, though, sir.
Just sit on his fuel cell there.
Man, well, at least he didn't say sit on his lap.
I don't think you would fit there either. Ying coming into the brake zone of bus stop. Nice exit, nice line entry going into Riverside. He's looking for that 149. He's got a sticker on his back of his car that says Sub 2 Club. He's really close to cracking into the Sub 50 Club. So hopefully
my guess is that Sub 2 Club sticker's from 2009 because that's the only time that was relevant.
Well, he's about to change it. Hopefully we see him into a 149.
Ryan Passy is still running, though. They've put through a lot of work in, guys. It's really hard to change an entire setup here, set up right before this event and hope everything works perfect. I see Modi running around like a dog with his head cut off. Not a chicken, like a chicken with his head cut off. Trying to help them figure it out. He's on the radio with them right now. So another session. They're going to do a good job. I see Modi right here. He's been literally running in front of us back and forth nonstop. I don't have a heart attack, Modi. Be good. But it's great to see the car out there.
Modi's calling me out right now because apparently you have to have a beard to be an announcer.
Yeah,
so
Modi set you up, showed you what you'd look like, and you said it was scary. I thought it looked great.
That was terrifying. I got to say, though, Modi with the Photoshop skills.
And that was only 3 seconds in. If he could build cars half as good as he Photoshops, he's a master builder.
To make me feel better, Cuban actually had to shave his beard for this event.
I am beardless, guys. I do look like a 12-year-old. I got carded for my beer earlier today. So, did I just have a beer at noon? I meant last night.
Ryan Passy heading down the front straight.
Still a 49.0. The car sounds incredible, though. Like, when you hear it, you're like, is that a Miata? Because it
sounds very unique for a Miata.
And you never would think a Chevy V6 would sound good. Most of those mid-range V6s, like that's a Camaro LFX V6, they sound like crap. Because most owners just straight pipe them, and then, it's like 350Z guys, they just straight pipe it, and it sounds terrible. But, no, they did a great job with that car.
Ryan Passy going through the bus stop with a lot of speed, getting a little bit sideways there. Clean recovery, staying on it. Looks like he's on a flyer right now. He might be the only car on track, so everything is open for him. Yeah, it looks like Modi, he's shaking his head. Modi planned it for him to be on track by himself.
If any of your cars have been sabotaged and you didn't make it on track, Modi's in the tower, guys. Feel free to reach out to him. There is one other car, GTR.
Ying Wang. Clocking in.
Modi's not glad that someone's taking away Ryan's shine right now, okay? See Ryan in the 47s. He has it. The car has it. He is the Hyper Miata, my friend. They've put a lot of work into this car, and I basically told Modi if he doesn't get in the 47s, I'm banning all of Modi's cars for 2020.
Modi is jumping up and down. Ryan Passy coming down the front straight for the last lap. He's getting the checkered flag right now. What did he clock in?
A 150.0. It's all right, Ryan. You got a whole nother session left. I'm sure Modi will look through the car for you, let you know where he feels you could improve. We can't hate on Modi, though. I mean, he put a new wing on Brett Nicoletti's car, and the car picked up 5 seconds. He says it's all the wing, not any of the work we did to it, so I guess it's all on Modi. Just like Andy Hope's time is all because Carla let him borrow Hans.
Exactly. Not because Brian from Hasport built the car or anything like that. And nothing to do with Andy's driving. I mean, we all know that Andy's an amazing driver, but let's be real. That Hans device, though.
Oh, Hans. Are we talking Hans Gruber, Nakatomi Plaza, or... Sorry, that's two 90s for you. Hans. We do have Group 5, Session 4 lining up right now. That's Group 5, Session 4. Ryan, even on a cool-down lap, is going off on bus stop.
Modi wants that accurate tire data, so he said, "Keep going fast. I want those accurate numbers." Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Ying taking that checkered, clocking in his fastest lap of this session with a 150.166. So close to getting that sub 50, 149. I think he can do it this next session. I believe in you, Ying. Change that sticker on the back of your car after this last session.
Yeah, and we have the final 5 sessions, guys. It's going to be Group 5 through Group 1, Session 4. Leading the grid right now is a black Super A90, a blue BRZ, silver WRX. We have Brett Nicoletti in his Miata, the Bobby Velazquez in the TSX, and Vinna Natra in the Borla Performance Honda Civic.
All right, looks like we're at 2:42 right now. Just a few minutes till we have this last Group 5 session going live. Three minutes until we start this Group 5 Session 4. After that, we're going to have Group 4 starting at 3:05. After that, pay attention to Group 3 at 3:25, Group 2, and Group 1, guys. This is going to be stiff competition, 3:45 and 4:05 today. And if you have ever been to a Global Time Attack Finals podium, it is insane, guys. You have to make it. It's going to be at 4:45. Make sure you bring an umbrella. There is, just don't, I won't say why, but I will say I gave you the heads up. Bring your umbrella to the awards ceremony at 4:45.
This will be a dual podium for us, guys. I actually have Carla. She's going to call out half that podium for me, so I won't be the only one in danger of needing to change their clothes after the podium is over.
I brought my poncho, so I'm ready for tonight.
That's cheating.
I actually didn't, but it's okay.
Got about 2 minutes till the session goes hot, guys. Got about 2 minutes until the session goes hot. This is Group 5, Session 4. This will be their final on track. To anyone listening, make sure after your final time on track, you return your transponder. We do have the ID and or credit card on the file with us, so if you don't return it, we obviously get to keep your product and charge you.
Looks like we're going to have a full field here for this last session for Group 5. Vin Anatra is already lined up.
Vin has been having a blast, guys. I mean, if there's a car that you've never driven, you've never driven a front-wheel drive car before, and you get the chance to just get into a fully prepped wheel-to-wheel car and just go out there and have a great time. Great for the Borg Performance Honda Civic. That was the car that Sally ran in her entire TCA season this year. So the car has ran a full season in TCA. She's been at every event, I believe. I don't think they missed a single TCA event. It ran the Grid Life Midwest Festival. It ran in the GLTC race, and it's here at GTA Finals. So it's great to see this car shipped around the state. Ran. Listen, Efren, I really like you, but that cowboy shirt's got to go, buddy. Cowboy shirt's got to go. You haven't been America's team since the 90s. This is another pretty open session for these guys. Looks like 8 or 9 cars, so these guys are going to have plenty of track space, plenty of time to set their laps, so hopefully they're smart enough to leave their gaps. The middle of the pack is a little close to each other. Hopefully they're smart enough to back off a little bit before they get to the actual sunset corner and try to start their hot lap.
Eric Chan starting his first hot lap in the A90 Supra, followed by Daniel Tran in the Mazda Miata. Coming into the brake zone of Sunset, Aaron Gong with that Subaru BRZ.
Here's Nick Bright in that beautiful Euro R spoon car. We will see him at COTA. He is from Texas. He was at the inaugural event in his white Euro R.
Curtis Glaned in that Subaru WRX.
Subaru followed by a Subaru followed by an S2000.
Joshua Reyes.
So leading them all out was Eric Chan. That is in that beautiful black A90 with the red and silver livery on the side.
Looks like we might have an issue in the hot pits here with the Pug Life Motorsports car number 998.
Listen, even if they have an issue, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the best team name on the planet. They're checking the front left wheel, so maybe he's feeling a vibration. Maybe there's some rock stuck in there. There's just something causing an odd feel. So obviously the driver knows better than anybody what his steering wheel's supposed to feel like. So if you feel something odd.
Looks like we had a car go off at bus stop. Lots of dirt in the air. Yep.
It's an S2000.
Oh, Joshua Reyes. He might be stuck out there. Let's see if he's able to get the car. Yeah, he's able to move the car.
That's actually the skid marks leading to it are his. He is going to do a busty U-turn on the dog leg, I'm sure. He's pretty much smarter than driving backwards on the track. Maybe he just wanted his own drift paddock. Maybe he's just going to do donuts right there. Yeah, the turning radius on the S is great. That's a family sedan right there.
It is.
It has a better turning radius than my Type R.
It does, actually.
Yeah, Type R has trash turning radius.
All right, looks like Eric Chan clocking in a 157.411. Daniel Tran, 201.879. Aaron Gong with a 203.722. Nick Bright clocking in a 204.033. Curtis clocking in at 202.5. And Sean Chapman clocking in at 201.8.
Here's Bobby Velazquez in his TSX. That's a 207.89.
Bobby Velazquez was able to run a 207.744 was his fastest time of the event. He ran super close to that fastest time of the event just now with a 207.890. So looks like he might be looking to go a little bit faster this session. We'll see what he's able to do.
Yeah, Brett Nicoletti setting times like it's 2016 again at 219. He ran a 209 earlier today, but these are closer to his 2016, 2015 times. So hopefully he speeds it up a little bit there.
We're following Bobby Velazquez here, looking to improve his best overall time for the weekend. He's only a tenth of a second off his fastest time.
There's Carla's favorite, the S2000. Let's see if he keeps it on track through bus stop this time. He carried a lot of speed through there. He pirouetted across the entire track. So a lot of guys really push that corner. I mean, number one, if you've ever driven this track, hitting bus stop right feels great. Okay, you jump the car, it stays on track, it rotates. It's an amazing feeling. Hitting bus stop wrong makes your car really dirty.
Sean Chapman is actually going to set his fastest lap time of the event with a 202.182. So good.
201. 201.82.
I'm sorry, 201.828. So he just improved his fastest overall lap time for the event. There he is in his Subaru looking for another hot lap here. Let's see if he's able to go even faster this lap. Last session of the day for these guys, so everybody's looking to just go as hard as they can, see how much time that they can find. That Mazda Miata on the screen right now. Daniel Tran, his fastest lap time of the event is a 2:08.62. Really close to hitting that sub-2 mark. Let's see if he's able to hit it this session. Right now, his fastest lap is a 2:01.879, which he just reset with a 2:01.672. Looks like Bobby Velazquez came into the hot pits. They might have an issue with that TSX. There he has his pit crew looking over the car right now. So hopefully there's no issues with the car and he can get back out there and get his fastest lap of the day here. Brett Nicoletti on the screen here in his MX-5. He just hit his personal best of the weekend and overall for himself as a driver earlier with a 2:09.
Yeah, he's sitting at 2:11 right now, but it's better than the 2:19 he ran first lap. So I'm pretty sure there was an off in front of him. He had to back off significantly. But here's the Pug Life Motorsports Civic Type R. That's Tyler Clark. I know the last name's Clark. Is the first name Tyler?
Tyler, yep.
Oh, man, I remember Type R people. Tyler Clark at a 2:07.5.
Joshua Reyes with a nice exit on bus stop, looking to improve his best overall time for the session.
Yeah, he this is his real flyer. Obviously, he did the 360 pirouette. Sub 3 is life, guys. But let's see what kind of lap time he's down when he actually finishes this lap.
Brett Nicoletti getting closest to his personal best here with a 2:10.023. Eric Chan with a 1:59.756.
These cars look really good. I love this planted shot through the last turn of the S down the back straight. That back straight, even though it's very short, is actually the fastest section of the track. You carry a lot of speed through the S's, where Sunset is a relatively low speed turn, so you don't carry as much speed towards the end into turn 1 as you would through the rest.
Aaron Gong with a 2:03.555. Tyler Clark putting down a 2:06.0. Whoa, that's actually going to be Tyler's fastest lap time of this event. He had a 2:07.119 before this, so I'm sure he's happy behind the wheel. He just improved his lap time by almost a second.
Yeah, it is looking good. I mean, these guys out here, they're still improving their time, so that's definitely a positive. That's Nick Bright out there. He's already reset his personal best multiple times in this car. He usually comes out in his street-driven Accord Euro R, so to have a prep track car like this out here, he's having a great time. It is still stock powered, too, so these times are very respectable.
There we have it. Looks like they were able to sort out whatever issues they were having with that TSX. Back out there pushing hard. Looks like he's out there on a flyer in that TSX. Bobby Velazquez, his current fastest overall was his lap earlier this session with a 2:07.890. Nick Bright with a 2:02.655.
This is Group 5, Session 4, folks, just in case you're wondering. This is Group 5's final time on track. Group 5, Session 4.
Joshua Reyes getting a little loose going through Cotton's corners.
Is it Cotton's corners or Cotton corners?
Cotton corners.
I figured I was wrong. You know the track better than I do.
I just like the S's when I feel like it.
Cottons.
Bobby Velazquez crossing that line, running a 2:08.478.
So let's go over some. So these guys out here still obviously running laps. I mean, they're doing great. The track is better this session than last session. You can kind of tell because these guys are all running faster lap times. I was outside a few minutes ago, and the temperature has dropped a little bit. Obviously, it's not necessarily showing a drop on the Weather Channel, but the sun heat is lower, the track temps are up, but the air feels better. So it's really indicative of making power and running good laps. So as these sessions move on, as we go 4, 3, 2, 1, we have a real off through Riverside.
Not sure which car that is right now, but it looks like someone went off pretty hard in Riverside. It's quite dusty over there.
It's what happens when you carry a lot of speed. You carry a lot of speed through there and you try to hold it, you know what I mean? But sometimes you just get sucked off track at the very end there. So we're pretty sure that's Nick Bright. But here's Bobby Velazquez in another TSX showing him, hey, I'll stay on track for you.
All right, looks like we're going to be getting a checkered flag for this session here. Daniel Tran was able to run his fastest lap time for this session with a 2:01.672. Not quite his fastest lap time for the event, though. He was able to run a 2:08.62 in that Miata. So wasn't able to hit that sub 2 today, but I'm sure that's going to happen for him in the near future. Bobby Velazquez finishing his last lap here. Let's see if he's able to improve his fastest lap time here. 2:09.866. So looks like he wasn't able to go a little bit faster, so he's going to have his fastest lap time with 2:07.744.
So big shout out to everyone that's been following us all day. I want to give some love to my Australian homies, Brett Dickey over there, man. He's been commenting on things all day, even after Paul disrespected him with a Foster's comment. Listen, they don't drink Foster's in Australia, bro. Get off the internet. Big shout out to them, everyone that's been following us and leaving us messages and comments. We appreciate all your input, even though some of your input's kind of trash. No, I'm just messing around. Thank you for correcting us on anything we mess up, and realistically speaking, we're coming to the end, guys. This is the end of Group 5, Session 4. All we have is 4, 3, 2, 1 in a podium. So whoever wants to go out and try and set a faster lap time, you're basically running on fumes right now. This is going to be your last chance.
And in about 4 minutes, we're going to be starting our Group 4, Session 4. Looks like we already have a couple cars ready to go out there, and right in front of us we have the S2000 powered Rabbit GTI.
In front of him, we have Dr. Tim Kuo in his Honda Civic Type R FK8.
Nice view of the Supra driven by Jarrell, and also another Supra. I think that one is going to be
Dai Yoshihara.
Dai Yoshihara is behind the wheel again. Go Dai, I'm a huge fan of yours.
I mean, if you haven't heard her say it already, for God's sake. We have Ramel going across track on his bike, hauling the mail right now. Listen, if you've ever seen Moto Lyric photos, you wonder how he gets every angle of every session. This dude is just pumping it right now. All right, guys. So here we have it, man. We're on the last session of the day. This is Group 4, Session 4, ready to go hot. I want you guys to realize that we've been here all day, the last 2 days. I'm super excited to have you here. I'm a little tired right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little wired.
Am I.
Doing the Gone in 60-second things. All right, let's go.
Right. Hey,
So
it's been a
this is
long
what time
weekend
attack
for
is,
us.
guys. It's a race against the clock. The fastest lap time overall in each class wins. The rules are relaxed, which encourages innovation. So overall, time attack is like a higher version of time trial racing to us, okay? No disrespect to time trial racers. They do amazing things. They build cars that can go long durations while setting time. A lot of our cars are high-strung. If all they do is one lap and that one lap wins the event, we're excited.
Yep, and a lot of times that's all we get to see from a lot of these cars out here. So fortunately, this weekend we haven't seen too many catastrophic failures. So we had a few cars yesterday that didn't make it to the day 2, but today it looks like we're going to be seeing a few more people going out there to put down that fastest lap time. Who do we have?
I'll get into the fields for a couple seconds here. Time attack is more than just what's written on the screen, man. Time attack is a sport of love. It's deep. It's rooted. It's everything that the drivers here will tell you that have been doing this forever. We do this because we love it. You don't time attack for money. You don't time attack. You time attack for glory, okay? No one here is making money. Everyone here is costing them thousands of dollars to come here and run, all for a trophy and a contingency of a couple $100 to $1,000. We do this because we love it, guys. As you all know, it's got to be a road-going vehicle. It's got to be a production car. It has to have a VIN. But what we mean by a recognized manufacturer is a recognized manufacturer, okay? You can't pull a car out of your ass and say this is a time attack car. No tube chassis, no open wheel, no factory-built race cars. We're divided into 4 classes of true time attack and one innovation class that's pro-comp. It's called an innovation class to us because this is where you get to do whatever you want. You can bring a cup car. You can bring a tube chassis car you built in your garage like Sean Bassett's super badass 240. Carbon body, tube frame, sexy car, been to SEMA twice, still one of the most hyped up time attack cars anyone's ever seen. Ran with us at Road Atlanta. Tried to make COTA but couldn't, but he should be there next year. So once again, every competitor out here, everyone who's ever ran with us, we know why you do it. We do it because you love it and you want to talk trash to people on the internet. The internet is life, I hear. So big shout out to everyone out here. That's what time attack is. As we get into the final session of the day, I just want you to remember these guys have put their heart and souls into these builds. They've wanted to be out here. They want to run these times. Buttonwillow Raceway Park is not in a good location, guys. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're in cow country. Wasco Jail's down the street. We're basically where time attack started in North America, in the U.S. So this track has history. It has legacy. That's why people are here. Towing from Michigan, towing from the Midwest, towing from NorCal, towing from SoCal, people flying in, you know what I mean? I believe you said Matt Rohana, or who flew in from Peru?
That's going to be Jose Mejia.
Jose Mejia from Peru. Will Dries flew in straight from Japan. I mean, these guys were going to make sure they didn't miss this event, even if they had other things going on.
Yeah, and it's fun to see. We even saw Steven Kronberger come from Texas. He used to live here, but he brought the whole family out here from Texas and flew in several family members to come support him. Unfortunately, he's not here today. He had a failure with his transmission in that Type R Civic, so unfortunately he wasn't able to continue, but he was running super quick times in that. I think he ran a 53. And we are green here. Jarrell driving that new 890 Supra. I'm rooting for this car right here, that white EG on the screen, Vincent Del Campo. I want to see him run a 55 this session.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has it. His team's been working hard with him the whole time, and every time they come in, they make a few changes, and then he goes out, goes a little bit faster.
Thomas Lee on the screen, also rooting for him, hoping to see him run a 55. He's been working really hard to improve his personal best lap time.
Yeah, and he's run some good. I believe you're in a 57.4.
Dai Chihara in that A90, the white one.
Tim Kuo did a 56.3, just surpassing that S2000 powered Golf Volkswagen Rabbit.
Looks like that's going to be really close to his fastest lap time in the event.
Someone went off on Sweeper, I'm guessing. So this looks like the outside of Sweeper, because Sweeper starts this way, so someone probably just carried too much speed, didn't make the turn in. Or it could be from Phil Hill going across, but someone went off on the back area.
Fiona Lau coming into the hot pits real quick here. Might be making a quick adjustment. Same with Vincent Del Campo. Hopefully they're making a quick adjustment as well. Fiona going back out.
Maybe she just had to say one word.
Quick tire pressure change for Vincent Del Campo.
Oh, she took 4 off, guys. So she came in to make sure the car was good. She'll talk to our grid person. They'll release them.
Ravi with the 156.896. Jarrell, another 159.495 for him. Dai Yoshihara, 157.161.
So Tim Kuo, Dr. Tim, leading this run group. That's great to see.
Looks like Johnson Mack is giving Dai Yoshihara a pass here, going through the dog leg. We're getting his lap time, so it looks like his transponder is mounted on his new front bumper and working. Hoping to see him put down his fastest lap. Ravi exiting Sunset.
He told me he was waiting for this session. He actually skipped the last session because he wanted to run this one, and he made a correct estimate. He figured it'd be a little cooler this session, and it actually is.
James Meal resetting his personal fastest for this session and possibly overall 156.0, so close to hitting a 155. Not quite his fastest, but only 0.2 of a second off his fastest.
Oh, the
session.
Fiat! Oh, no!
Bad hit on the wall of Fiat and Sunset.
That's going to be a red flag, guys. This session's going to be over. He hit very hard. He almost saved it. He came in sideways. He hooked the rear tire, and it was over.
Yeah, that was a really hard hit. We're hoping that he's going to be okay.
We're going to get safety out there, guys. This is going to be a complete black flag session. We got nothing but hopes that he's okay, guys. Anyone that's ever been in an accident knows how it feels. Well, he hit that wall sideways carrying a lot of speed.
That's going to be Milo in that Fiat 124 Spider, car number 32.
So if you'll notice, we have the red flag out right now. That means every driver has to stop at their nearest corner worker until we allow them to move again. We're going to make sure Milo is fine.
Man, I hate seeing it. That was a really hard hit in that Fiat.
I'm going to go ahead and estimate that he was doing about 50 miles an hour when he hit that wall, guys. He had a beautiful exit off of Sunset. He definitely looks like he's okay, though. Fire and safety's there talking to him. They're going to obviously make sure his neck and everything is good. They don't just immediately move a driver. There we go. Okay, so they push the hood down a little bit. The damage may not be as bad as we think. There is a reason there's a tire wall there. Tires, though you don't want to hit them, they absorb a lot of damage. So when you absorb a lot of damage, the car doesn't take as much and the driver doesn't take as much. If you went into a wall like that, the car would be shattered into pieces, you know. He was carrying 50, 60 miles an hour through that point. He put 2 off on the right, He tried to save it really hard, and you know what? It's all he had to do. He had no option. The car was pitching so much. The Fiat, it's kind of a short wheelbase car. So when it's the shorter the wheelbase, the harder it is to recover it.
Yeah, I have driven that chassis before. It is a little bit forgiving once you catch oversteer. It doesn't snap oversteer like an S2000, but
Throw some dirt into the equation, and that changes everything, you know?
Fortunately, he is going to be okay, so we're happy to see that. Also, the improvement on a new chassis is you're going to have a lot better safety from a factory standpoint. Also, hopefully as a driver, a lot of times every penny that you invest into your safety equipment is worth every dollar.
What they are going to do is they're going to make sure that part of the track is clean. Luckily, the impact wasn't so severe that we had to end the session completely. I want to give a big shout out to track safety, also to Larry out there. Any of you that have been running Buttonwillow long enough, you all know Larry. He's the gentleman that rides around the golf cart, drives the white truck. Without him, we wouldn't have such a smooth operation, okay, guys? So Larry's out there double-checking his safety crews, making sure it's good. We may even be able to get these guys back out on track. Johnson Mack, if you or your team is listening, Carla's holding a bag of Doritos. All right, Johnson Mack and team. Carla's holding a bag of Doritos. We want to see you guys go fast. Right here, you see it I know you see it in the window, bag of Doritos. Yeah, boy. So the reason we made that Dorito joke is because Johnson Mack is driving an FDR X7, and those are powered by Doritos. Rotaries. Nacho cheese. It's funny, though. They embrace it. They have a box of Doritos next to their car. So just to make it clear, guys, as you can see, everyone has been pulled in. They were red flagged, and they black flagged and let them come in under low speed. Fire and safety is out of the way. Larry is getting out of the way. I'm going to ask race control if we're going to see a couple more laps for these guys. We won't know until safety lets us know the track is good, but if it happens quick enough, you may see more laps. All right, guys. Hey, if you're hearing it out there, we're going live again. So stop Tim Kuo. Tim, go all the way down. We're going live again, guys. So they're going to get a couple laps in. They have 6 or so minutes left. That's enough to get a warm-up and maybe 2 hot laps.
Time to shine, guys. You have one hot lap, maybe 2 hot laps left. So we're going to see a lot of these drivers giving it everything they have, trying to get their best lap times. Vincent Del Campo's crew added a little bit of tire pressure in the rear, looking for a little more rotation out of that white Civic EG.
Once again, guys, huge shout to Buttonwillow and their staff. They cleaned that up so fast that after a vicious accident like that, we're back on track. So they may get 1, maybe 2 hot laps, but everyone's going to get that opportunity to lay it down. That's all a driver wants, guys. They just want the chance, okay? They don't want their session to end 5, 8 minutes early because something happened. They want that one last chance to put a lap. So hopefully all these guys have their heads on straight. There we go. So race control's letting me know that the front runners, obviously the people in the back, if they lag, it's on them. We're going to give them a warm-up, 2 hot laps, okay? So hopefully we see these guys lay down a good time in those 2 hot laps.
Look, as a driver right now, you're feeling a lot of anxiety. You have 1 session left, and an incident like that where you think that you're going to be done for the day and done for the event, now you have the opportunity to put down 1 to 2 more hot laps. So you have to stay calm. You have to stay collected.
And you just saw a car wadded up on the front straight. You know, all these things are going through your mind.
Being too anxious is going to cause you to make mistakes, cause you to overdrive the car. So you got to stay smooth. You got to stay consistent, but still pushing the car to its limits. We're seeing 4 cars with a 156 in this group, all very close in time. Ray Guerrero in his GT350, first one down the straight here.
Yeah, he was ready. He was up at the front where the grid guy was. He knew it was going to go green again, or he had the hopes. That's Dai Yoshihara, followed by Thomas Lee.
James Mill heading into turn 1.
You can really tell these guys are all setting up Sunset to go fast, man. So they know that their time is almost up. Got Johnson Mack about to pass start finish right now.
Talk about a driver that's gone a long ways. Johnson Mack has really been focusing on learning this track. He doesn't have that much experience here, but as you can see, his lap times have been getting faster and faster every session.
This is also Jarrell's last chance to surpass Mr. Guerrero for first place in enthusiasts, so he needs to be out there. He's got to be pushing it. He needs every tenth he can get.
Ravi on the screen here in that pink NSX. We don't live.
Once again, thank you for making sure our camera could stay running by letting us borrow your generator.
Fiona coming into the brake zone of Sunset. Staying clean, looking for that straight line speed here.
Yep, Fiona's looking for a 55, guys, and she's got 2 laps. She got one more chance.
Dr. Tim Kuhl on the screen here, coming into bus stop. He was about to leave, thinking that he wasn't going to get a second shot at this run group, but here he is.
Paul held him. Paul was opening up the thing to let him through, and right when he heard that we were going live, Paul jumped in front of his car and told him, get back out there. So Dr. Tim's never wanted to turn down a chance to run some more laps.
Ravi looking at a 156.0. That's going to be a very quick time for him. Very close to his personal best, I believe, right?
He wants a 54. It's done at 55.
All right, let's hope he can crack that 55 and possibly a 54 this next lap here. Johnson Max starting strong with a 159.7. Vincent running a 158.121.
Ray Guerrero looks to be a little off pace right there. Thomas Lee really attacking bus stop. His fastest this session is a 59. He's running a 57 in the event.
Looks like somebody grabbed that rabbit. He was about to be done for the event as well. Putting down some more lap times here, starting strong with a 158.247. Fiona with the 159.637.
So once again, guys, we're super glad that the gentleman in the Fiat is good. He took a pretty hard hit on that front straight tire barrier, but at the end of the day, he put in some work. He drove it off, but when you take an impact like that, there's a good chance that something was shifted in the chassis. So I hope he didn't drive it here. If so, I hope he has a means to get it home. Most important thing is that he is safe and healthy. So thanks so much for coming to the event, man. Thanks for pushing it so hard. Your cars look so good this whole event, man. So thanks a lot.
And we have a checkered flag here. Looks like Robbie's going to be the fastest of the session here with a 155.97. James Mule coming in at a 156 flat, barely behind him. Justin Bayless, 156.22.
Let's see if Fiona can drop that 55. She's been pushing hard all weekend, guys. I would love to see it just one time. .57. Hey, it's still a great lap time. Much respect to you, Fiona. You did great.
All right, great job to all these drivers. So close to putting down their personal best lap times and fastest overall for the event. The spread between the first four cars in this session is really close. We have basically everybody's below 2 minutes in this run group, but 155.97 and barely slower 156.00. That's going to be an insane close battle here. And then Justin Bayless with a 156.22. Tim Koo barely behind him with a 156.36. Dai Yoshihara with 157.61. Fiona just behind Dai with a 157.89. Mike Kang with a 158 flat. And we are headed out, starting the last run group for Group 3. This is going to be another fast session here. We have Dustin DeCero looking for just a little more time here to improve his best overall time. He's sitting at a 151.3 right now. Peter West and that Nismo GTR looking at a 152.327. All right, guys. Last session of the day for Group 3. We have Dustin Acero doing a quick sunset, lots of straight speed. This is going to be a fast lap, I can already tell. Peter West just behind him, not giving him a whole lot of space, but just enough so he could put down a fast lap. Daniel in the limited class all-wheel drive Subaru. Ulrich is back out there. Hopefully we're going to see a fast lap for him. He's in that limited class Mazda Miata. Looks like Andy Smittegard was able to sort out whatever issues they were having with that S2000, and he's back out there. Car number 89, Ryan in that Mazda Miata. That car is flying quick. I believe they ran a 53 earlier today, so going to be looking for a strong lap time here. Little loose on the exit, but clean coming into Riverside. Dustin Acero. Mark Yeager's back at it in that Opel.
Carlos, so while I was downstairs, I was talking with Ulrich and their team, right? Our Tundra's hood is open. I don't know if you saw that.
Didn't see that.
The Tundra that Kit drove today, hood's open. I just found out that he took 4 coil packs out of the Tundra, put it in Ulrich's car. That's why he's out there right now.
And that's why he's out there. That's incredible. Wow. Whatever
So,
it takes.
Hey, Ulrich, those are TRD Pro coil packs, so you better go fast.
Little dusty on the exit of bus stop Godzilla and that Skyline. That's what Time Attack is about, man. That's amazing to see people taking coil packs out of their street trucks just to get a competitor back out there driving.
Man, I didn't know you could use Tundra coil packs on a Miata engine.
I didn't know that either, but apparently it's possible.
Whose idea was it?
Clearly it works.
I know. I
And
bet you Tony said just find some truck coil packs, and Kit's like, yeah, I'll take that.
And apparently they're good for a 153.26 Ulrich in that Mazda Miata powered by TRD Pro coil packs.
Mazda Miata Tundra Pro turbocharged vehicle.
Alex Bernstein 155.1. Dustin Acero is really setting it out there. He ran a 151.67.
Oh, guys, don't forget this is Group 3 Session 4, guys. Group 3 Session 4. This is the final session of the day for these guys. Anyone that's already completed their final session, make sure you return your transponder. Ulrich Zerka out there, man. You better be going sub 50 or, we're never letting you borrow anything ever again. Tony, tell your boy to speed it up. That was a nice little slide right there by Ryan Radishan. I actually just guessed that. It's Rada something, but he's been doing great in that Miata all day. He's at a 54 right now. Dustin Acero in the Rockstar Garage S2000 leading this pack at a 51.67.
He's on a flyer right now. I'm feeling confident about this lap time. What is he going to do? 52.5, just a little bit slower than his fastest.
That's what happens when Carla's confident.
Guess I'm just not going to say anything. That way he could go sub 150.
That's probably the best. So that's Andy Smettegard right there, guys, in the RS something. It's not RS Motors. It was something else. Oh, what team are we on, Mr. Andy? Okay, no team names on here anyways. But Andy laying down his fastest lap of the session is 154.1. This is Mr. Bernstein in his 135, car number 135.
Looks like that lap was good enough for a 154.0.
54 flat. Here we have Peter West at a 54.09, so he's about 900 slower than the 135. Let's see how he does here.
That's going to be Alex Bernstein's fastest lap for this event in that BMW 135. Looks like he's going to send it out there. Hopefully he can get that back down to even faster this lap.
Ulrich still with the 53.26, huh?
Yeah, he went a little bit slower that last lap. He went at 55.
Ulrich. Well, just don't break our coil packs. We got to get the truck home.
It's not a transportation company.
Our truck doesn't fit in your trailer.
No, it doesn't. Here we have Alex Bernstein on the screen here with his hazards on. He went his fastest lap time for the event, so hopefully he's not seeing an issue with his car, and that's why he has his hazard on.
Or he drag raced someone down the back straight and won. I mean, it's going to be one or the other. Oh, my gosh. My production crew makes a great point. That's the first time we've seen a BMW use a blinker in ages. Given it's both blinkers at once, but I mean, I thought they removed that lever from BMWs naturally. Remember, if you guys ever feel useless, there's someone in a BMW factory installing turn signals on the car.
Peter West in for a tire pressure change, and then he's going to quickly get back out there. He's currently sitting at a 154.0.
Here comes Ulrich into the pits. Car's obviously still running. He's probably going to stop right here in front of Jacqueline, his pit crew. This is Paul and Jacqueline. Jacqueline is his beautiful girlfriend that we got on camera earlier. Oh, look at her. She cleans windshields. That's love right there, guys. Open bar. When's the wedding? Ulrich's been running this whole session. This is the first session we've seen him not have any issues, so I'm guessing the trick was Tundra coil packs.
Oh, we have a car off and turn one. It's going to be a yellow flag on the front straight.
So he went off hard and did a 360. He did a 180. He's stopped right now on the side of the track.
He's also in an impact zone, so hopefully he's able to get that car fired back up so he can get out of the way. Can't quite tell which car that is.
This isn't a standing yellow, guys. This is a waving yellow because he's in a full impact zone. That was Ryan in the Miata. He just got it rolling, so that's good. RS West, guys. The S2000 Andy Smedegar's driving is RS West.
Back in the pits, looks like we were having an issue with that BMW 135i. He just ran his fastest lap of the event.
That's what happens when you use a blinker on a BMW. Car doesn't know what to do.
Hopefully he's not dropping down coolant. Looks like he's touching the radiator cap there.
Yeah, I mean, but this shows you he's probably a driver. He probably does all the work on his own car also. So if anyone's down there, give him a hand. I'd say jump on it.
Looks like Graham is running that Type R, the red Type R that's also in the pits right here. He was running a 153 on 265 squared tires.
53.366. My guess is it's RE71s because I looked at it earlier. They didn't look like Yoko's. Oh, they're AO52s, guys. So he's on a 265 square AO52. And he's been making that car drive great. Ulrich's back out there on a warm-up lap.
Looks like the BMW 135 is going to be done for the day, but fortunately he was able to put down his fastest lap time of the event before doing so.
That 54.0, huh?
Very quick lap time for that 135.
I don't know what the third digit is, but I see 54.00. That's a great lap time.
Before you get yelled at, whoever's sitting cross-leg on the pit wall, I recommend you guys standing up. You're going to get kicked out of the pit area. Cuban's going to yell at you, so I'm the nice one. I'm going to go ahead and let you know before he kicks you out.
All right, so there's the Opal body S14 chassis LS power plant vehicle that Mark Yeager was driving. This is the Miata that went off really hard at turn 1. He did get it fired back up. Looks like his session is done for the day. Daniel Albrecht's still pushing it. Nope, he's turning in. It looks like he's actually coming into the pits. He just wanted to take that final corner with some speed. He probably needs his pressures and temperatures checked, so you try to carry as much speed as you can. You don't want your pressures or temperatures to fall on your cool-down lap. You want to make sure your crew can measure them as close to race condition as possible so they can make adjustments.
Yeah, and this is another car that had a really close call for Sunset, hitting that same wall that Fiat hit just last session. So,
Blue Subaru WRX enthusiast car has tapped it. He's back out here. The Fiat, sadly enough, did put it in there pretty hard. Daniel Albrecht had a very close moment. He stopped within inches of the wall sideways. When people say that Buttonwillow, this is the thing I hear the most, but everyone's like, oh, but Buttonwillow is so forgiving. There's so much runoff space. Apparently they always forget about the final turn in that front straight wall.
Dustin DeCero with a 1:51.673, really close to his fastest lap time of the event, only 0.3 of a second off pace.
So this is basically Andy Smedegaard. If he's on a flyer, this is his chance. That was a little reverse lock right there. If he's on a flyer, this is his chance. If he's on a warm-up, Checker's going to be out by the time he gets there. This, of course, guys, is Group 3, Session 4, which means we only have 2 run groups left. If you guys have finished your runs, my friend, make sure you turn in your transponder. You definitely don't want to have to pay for one because you forgot.
Peter West with a 1:53.644. Ulrich only a 1:54.0, so close. He laid down fast lap time. He's second fastest overall for this run group. It's great to see him able to get the car back out there and finally put down a lap. He ran a 1:53.26. Andy coming into the brake zone of Sunset. Woo, little sideways, but he saves it, pointing straight at that wall, but he was able to catch it and save it.
Everyone wants to tempt fate, I'm telling you. I'm better than the wall. And 99% of the time they're right. When the wall's right, it's a terrible day. So we did check our final car. Safety's going to come out really quick. We have a word between Cotton and Grapevine. That's Cotton Corners and Grapevine right there, that small section, that there's debris on track. So obviously we don't need anyone running over debris and causing damage to their vehicles. So safety's going to go out there and check it out. This is why we always have 5 minutes between run groups. You never know what you have to fix.
Yep, and this is coming up to be the last session for Group 2, guys. This is a competitive session. This is the session that you want to walk over, and you have to watch this because a lot of competition for this run group right now.
This is my final chance to not lose money. I'm choking Carla here without even touching her. It's fantastic. Okay, that sounded wrong.
Wow.
So we
vape. Just for the record,
we
there's
have
vape.
Johnny Hernandez here behind. Who's in the white S2000 with green wheels?
Justin Taylor,
Justin
looking
Taylor
for that
leading
49.
him out, guys. Justin Taylor leading him out, being followed by Johnny Hernandez. Then Thomas Smith being followed by Jackie Ding. Behind Jackie Ding. Is that Sunvo's silver one? That is Sunvo's car. Behind Sunvo is both Sally McNulty and Will Dries in the WRD Racing Prelude. Is that Mr. Huang right there in the yellow?
Yep.
Mr. Huang in the yellow S2000?
Looks like whatever issues they were having with Cody Wells' Prelude that Williams driving, looks like they were able to sort it out. He's back out straight from Japan driving this Prelude. Let's see what he could put down.
mean, maybe he picked up some of that jab driving, you know what I mean? He's been setting down really fast laps, but to be honest with you, there's been little issues here and there. Their first session ever, they had no boost. Then he comes out and does an amazing lap time. It's been up and down. I mean, anyone that's been watching long enough knows Corey's been pouring his heart and soul into this Prelude. They've been testing it. They've been working on it. It's such a great car, you know. Not only that, but it was definitely the most show-worthy Honda Prelude I saw before it got turned into a race car, so that's even better.
Looks like the Prelude actually had problems with the axles, not an uncommon issue. So they were easily able to swap those back out, get William back behind the wheel. Hopefully he's able to set down the fastest lap time for the event for that car.
I'm sure Corey's giving a little pep talk right now. Go fast in my car, guy. We're about to go live on this as soon as safety's off. I believe we have about a minute before the session's hot, and if they have everything cleaned up, we'll send these guys out.
Johnny Hernandez is lined up, ready to go, looking to take Marcos Malone's street class overall record today. This is his last shot, last run group.
And to do that, he's going to have to beat Sean Krebs back at a 48.6. So Sean is the closest to the record. If Johnny can go ahead and pull a rabbit out of the hat, there's still the chance for Sean to come back and lay it out in Group 1.
All right, we have Justin Taylor leading the pack, getting ready to do his warm-up lap, followed by Johnny Hernandez.
This is going to show if the track is any faster, guys. Got Thomas Smith right behind him. This is Jackie Ding's last chance to get ahead of these guys for a podium spot. That's that beautiful 240 that we missed the whole first day because it wasn't here. Sun Vo directly behind him. Here we have Will Dries in the WRD Racing Prelude. Sally McNulty in the VA Project Not So Daily.
Con in the yellow S2000.
And this is our Group 2 Session 4. This is the final session for Group 2. Any drivers out there that are back in their pits, guys, just make sure you return your transponders. We got Taylor off during a warm-up lap.
Oh, no. We have Justin Taylor spinning out on the warm-up lap of bus stop.
It was like slow motion almost. He went on the corner and almost like the diff lock. You ever seen a car where the rear end just locks up? It was similar to that. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but he came around the corner and did a slow motion 360.
Yeah, it looks like he may have had a mechanical failure there. He's stuck in the dirt right now. Hopefully he'll...
There we go.
There we are. He's able to get back on track. So
the only person that took advantage of this is definitely going to be Johnny Hernandez, though. He made it around the outside and kept going. So Mr. Taylor's going to have to come in and get checked out, but I hope everyone behind him understands they got to gap themselves better. They need to back off because getting super close to the car in front of you or passing the car in front of you is not going to be helpful.
Johnny Hernandez coming into the brake zone of Sunset. He's going to be in the front. A lot of spacing for him. Clean exit on Sunset. Starting his first hot lap here.
All right, Thomas Smith going past start finish 2. we have Peter Hong over there in his S13, all in the male, followed by Sun Vo. Will Dree. And finally, Sally McNulty. It looks like Jackie Ding has his hazards on. He's coming in the pits right now. They might have to do a power cycle on that car.
Johnny carrying a lot of speed through the dog leg here, coming into bus stop. It's going to be a little dusty over there from that off, but
it just shows you how, it's not windy here today, so all of the Buttonwillow dust and silt, it just sits in the air. It floats for a long time, and then it just falls onto the track. So
Thomas Smith catching a lot of oversteer through that section as well.
He did, and then he caught a lot of oversteer trying to make the right after. All right, guys, so Johnny Hernandez is coming through. This is his basically last opportunity to try and set a fast lap. He won street class here last year. I know he'd love to win it again. But with a 56, is definitely not going to haul the mail. So he's going to go for another one. He is always really well known for doing fast laps on second and third lap. We'll see what kind of times get set here. We got Peter Hong with a 155, followed by Sun Vo at a 53.1. Will Dree at a 52, and then Sally at a 53.6. These are all times below these people's best, so the dustiness of the track may be affecting them. We did have an off in the warm-up lap, so that can throw your game off. So we'll see what kind of times these guys run. Thomas Smith did not finish his lap. He pulled directly into the hot pits.
Looks like they got Jackie Ding back out there, had to reset whatever they needed to reset on that Supra A90. Peter Hong in that S13.
Slowed down. See, he knows where the safe place is and the places where a driver is not going to be affected to pass, so he slowed down exactly there to give the driver the line. Now he's going to haul the mail through the bus stop complex to make sure if someone else needs a fast lap, he can get out of the way.
Looks like he might be having an issue with that car.
He's all the way left now. He's going to go ahead and let Will take that line. Jackie Ding right there with...
and Taylor followed shortly behind him.
Yep, Justin's the one that had that slow motion off, so I know he's disappointed in that, mainly because he was the first one out. He had the fresh track, He was the person that got to lead them all out, so that's disappointing.
Johnny Hernandez coming down the front straight here. Found a lot of spacing on track. 157.521.
Yeah, he's almost 8 seconds off his personal best right now.
Looks like we're sending the safety car out here.
We may have a car stop. We do have a car stop, guys. Turn 1 incident. We have a car stop. Looks like he didn't make it all the way out. He may be stuck on the side. It's car 84. Carla, who's car 84? Do you see it over there?
That's going to be Khan in the yellow S2000.
Oh, the beautiful one. No,
No,
maybe it wasn't 84 because 84 just drove by. I may be incorrect.
Maybe 81. That's going to be Ryan in the STL.
Possible. We'll see when safety pulls him out.
Sunvo clocking in a 152.255. Sally hitting a 153.325. Looks like Will Dries came in for a quick adjustment. Headed back out.
So it was Thomas Smith, guys. It looked like Thomas Smith. So he's in the dirt. He's putting back in, so it's going to be safe. He's not going to be in anyone's way. I don't know what happened. He didn't complete a hot lap. He did his warm-up, came in, and then was sent back out. Maybe he thought the car was figured out, and then he got halfway on the off-ramp, and the car died. So he got turned around. He's coming back in. Here's Johnny. I don't know if he's trying to set another lap time. It does look like he is. Johnny's pushing it.
Nice late entry to Sunset here. Clean exit.
One thing about Johnny that we've known forever is he simply tries to refine his setup and himself. You know what I mean? His power has been the same for the last 2.5 years. He hasn't changed a single thing power-wise. This is the first time lap we'll get for Jordan Taylor.
Justin Taylor.
God, I'm bad. You've been calling all the S2000 guys. I don't have a chance to remember them. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's what you have for.
Oh, Carla's the S2000 master. She's great with names, too. That's something I've never been good at.
I'm actually really bad at names.
Could have fooled me.
Ooh, lots of oversteer with that 240.
Man, I mean, most 240s are drift cars, so we're really used to seeing them sideways, so it doesn't scare us as much.
Peter Hong starting his first hot lap here.
He did come in. I believe he just laid down a 2 minutes, so hopefully he can lay down something fast. Let's see what Will just did. 52.2 is still as fast as it looks like he didn't surpass that yet. But that may have been a start to a flyer, mainly because there was a yellow the lap before. So let's see what he does after this lap.
That, and he also came in for a quick adjustment for the hot pit as well. Jackie Ding heading back out on track.
He actually hasn't had a chance to run a lap yet. So every time Jackie has warmed the car up, he's come back in with his hazards on. I don't know if he's running. So before Jackie was able to run a complete lap before the traction control freaked out. Well, maybe he's not getting all the way through yet.
Sun Vote with a lot of oversteer on exit for that Sunset.
Looks like Sally McNulty's coming into the pits, probably trying to either gain a gap or speak to her crew. Looks like she has two splitter supports now, though, so that's good.
Justin Taylor with a 150.628, get closer to that 49 lap. His fastest of the day is a 50.0.
5-0.
5-0?
No, 50.050.
050. So
the
close.
only thing I remember.
So close. Sunvo, a lot of speed in the bus stop. Little bit of a dip on exit, but clean. Looks like we have a standing yellow flag at the corner worker station in Riverside.
Someone either went off at Phil Hill or died at Phil Hill, like the car died at Phil Hill. Remember that words matter. Yeah, words matter, okay. So a little bit earlier today, we had someone spin off at Phil Hill, and he couldn't get it restarted. So sadly, because of that, you have to yellow the entire Riverside complex because that's where you carry all the speed before Phil Hill. This is Group 2, Session 4, guys. Group 2, Session 4. So this is going to be their final chance. And then after this, we're going to have the fastest cars out there, Group 1, Session 4. This will be Sean Kegel's final chance to go ahead and take the overall. It will also be everyone else's final chance. It'll be Sean Krebsbach's final chance to take Marcos's record in the 221 RS Motors car.
Looks like Peter Hong
promise
is
you
back.
People are rooting for the record because Eric Dewey DeWitt and Bradley Yonkers want to double up their money.
Peter Hong in the hot pits here. Looks like he might be spraying a little bit of fluids on his
Carla,
windshield.
look at this, sandbagging. So he didn't bring the car out for 2 whole sessions, and he sees Sean set up, and now we got Dai Yoshihara coming out. He wants to solidify his first place. have Dye getting ready to come out on his final session right now. These people lining up. He didn't come out the last 2 run groups, but this time with Sean ready to go out, it looks like they're lining up and ready to go.
Is that a
That's steam, guys.
Okay.
That's definitely steam. Will Drees, Prelude, Corey Wells, WRD Racing. This almost looks like a nitrous purge, but I'm pretty sure they don't have nitrous in it.
Looks like Peter Hong is out of the car, letting this car finish.
So you think it's a
Spraying some
water-cooled
steam?
turbo? Because that's right there on the turbo. So if it's a water-cooled turbo, that does make sense. If it was oil-cooled, it'd be a lot more smoke, that's for sure.
Looks like Peter Hong's going to be done for the event here. He wasn't able to get too much track time this event, unfortunately, but he was able to put down a pretty decent lap time for that 240 SX. This session, he was able to run a 155.5. Oh my goodness, Justin Taylor so close to going 149, just barely missing it with a one. Oh no, sorry, did he hit it? Oh my god, okay, Justin Taylor cracking it.
49.7.
149.7.
Oh no, 49.47. Where did he pick up half a second?
He must have found the time somewhere.
So he did a 50.002, but his best lap of this session was a 149.472.
Justin Taylor, Rockstar Garage, congratulations to your guys' team cracking the sub 50 mark. That says a lot in that Honda S2000.
Do you know what kind of power that car makes?
I actually don't know, but we can definitely find that out.
You are a fast driver.
Talk about putting it down the last session of the event. Looks like Peter Hong might be trying to go back out for one more lap.
No, they're going to stop him. They got safety out there taking care of something, so they're going to stop him right there at grid.
We got all the Rockstar Garage guys excited on the screen there. Congratulations to your team.
Yeah, you deserve it, man. Going sub 50 in that car, it looks gorgeous. I mean, it's a very basic car. They're doing a great job out there.
All right, guys. So we have two S2000 drivers with their personal best lap times. Justin Taylor, 149.47. Sun Vo with the 151.72. Will Drees, I don't know if this is his fastest, but he definitely put down a very quick time in that Prelude, 152.21.
Yeah, 52. I think they may have done a 51 earlier. 51.126. So his fastest time of the weekend is a 51.126. Sally McNulty ended with a 53. Her fastest time was a 51.351. Johnny Hernandez ended with a 56. His fastest time was a 49.9. Mr. Huang, car number 84, his fastest time is a 151.3. And Jackie Ding's fastest time is a 49? No, he did a 50.
50.0.
50.0. Oh, man, Jackie was so close.
So close.
So this is Sean Krebsbach's chance to solidify this, guys. If he picks up 4/10 of a second, 4/10 and 1,000th of a second, so 401 thousandths of a second, he matches Marcos's record. He picks up 402 thousandths of a second. He takes the record. So this is Sean's chance to make the internet blow up. Get out there, buddy. Kill it. Do a great job. Either way, you're number one in street class right now. I don't think there's anyone else in this class. You're the only street car in Group 1 now. So great job, man. You're first in street class. You solidified that. Let's see what kind of time you can run. Let's see the glory lap. If any of you guys are drag racing fans, you'll know that WCF just finished not too long ago. That's World Cup Finals. That'd be import versus domestic. Well, import versus domestic is about to happen again, guys. We have Dai Yoshihara in his FRS versus Sean Kegel in his C506 Corvette. Import versus domestic in the final session. Who's going to win?
It's going to be a close battle here. This is the last run group of the event, guys. So if you're in the paddock, you're not going to want to miss this. We're going to go live here just a few minutes. Definitely something you don't want to watch. Dai Yoshihara, Sean Kegel, going to be going very fast. Amir in his E36 M3, ready to rock and roll.
Okay, so let's be honest with each other here, guys. We're import people. Carla drives imports 90% of the time. I own imports. I haven't owned an American vehicle since my Cadillac when I was 16, but I still want to see Sean win.
It's a tough one because I love Corvettes, but
Sean burned to the ground last year.
He did. You know what? I do want to see him do well.
So, you're not supposed to have favorites. Sean burned to the ground last year, put his heart and soul into this car. The Caliber Customs team did everything. He was out here killing it, man. Not to mention his wife gave us a shout-out on IG, okay? Di didn't give me no shout-out on IG.
Di's been busy driving 3 cars this week.
You know what? Well, guess what? Sean Kegel, go out there, man. Kill it. Turn up the boost. If you got to blow it up this session, but blow it up in a means where fire extinguisher will do its job.
Good luck to your guys' teams. You guys all at Caliber Customs. I know there's been a lot of hard work this entire year preparing for this event.
Yeah, man, you guys build badass stuff. Your half-mile C6 twin-turbo monster, that's probably one of my favorite internet cars. But Sean's car right here, man, this runs on Bald Eagle power. It's kind of like Llama Thrust, but the American version. So we got Dai getting ready to be sent out. Sean will be behind him. Hopefully Sean has that red mist. He'll see this import pulling away from him, and it'll really drive him to pick up some lap time. What is a downside, though, man, is they're going to be driving into the sun at bus stop. The sun is almost low enough that it's blinding me in the tower.
Yeah, that is going to be a blind spot coming out of bus stop into Riverside. Going to hit that sunrise, possibly on Cotton Corner as well.
All right, here we go. Dai is out. Sean is out. Amir is out.
Gabriel Shadid in that E36, E90 M3.
Woo, I'm not the only one that messed up that chassis. Ryan Passy is going to make another run. This is beautiful. He's out. A lot of guys of you watching this. Car 221. Sean Kerr's back. Go ahead and going out right now. He's going to try and solidify his first place with a record. And either Tom Tang or Graham Downey in that E36.
All right, guys, we have some weather coming in here. We have 71 degrees right now. Sun is going down, so cooling down that track surface temperature. Looking for a really quick session. This is going to be it, guys. This is the last session of the event.
Not to mention, this is why some people were waiting for the end, guys. The sun sucks, but to be honest with you, the weather is better now than it was the group of sessions before. It's 71. Like she said, the sun isn't beating on the track anymore. This is max power weather. This is maximum attack time. I want to see everybody out here push all that they can. Let's try to keep the track clean till the end at least. I want to see Sean and Dai have the ability to lay down some flyers.
Dai Yoshihara coming into the brake zone of Sunset, getting ready to set up his first hot lap.
That car looks really good under braking. It's really composed. And it's got plenty of power, guys, okay? Let's not lie to each other here. That thing flies.
It looks faster than it did earlier today.
It does, okay?
I think they're on max boost right now.
So let's see how Sean looks coming down the front straight, because this is a twin-turbo LS monster. And it also looks like it's on higher boost. It looks like everyone's pushing themselves to the limit right now. Just remember, guys, this is the final session. That means if you have finished your day, if you're not in Group 1, you got to turn in your transponders, guys. Don't forget to turn in your transponders. I got 44 transponders still out, but I only got 8 or 9 cars on track. So I know we've converted to Common Core math in this country, but that still doesn't add up, okay?
Dai Yoshihara in tons of speed coming into bus stop, barely even braking, getting a little sideways on exit. He is going really fast on this lap. You're not going to want to miss and see what he's going to put down. He's currently the fastest car overall for this entire event right now with the 142.067.
And I will tell you, Dai went wild, but Sean was a lot more composed through bus stop with a lot of speed. So we'll see which one translates into a faster lap time, but both of them are really pushing hard.
And let's not forget about Amir in that E36 M3. He's gone a flyer as well, carrying a lot of speed through Riverside right now, setting up that Phil Hill entry.
It does, and you see Ryan Passy right here. There's no doubt in my mind Ryan Passy's pushing the car as hard as he can. He wants to make his come into fruition.
Ooh!
Oh, that right there, that's Sean trying to set that record, guys. I mean, he's definitely pushing it hard, so much respect to him. He's still got a chance. This session's not over yet. Okay, here's Dai, guys. Here's Dai. 141.62. Dai Yoshihara.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be the new fastest lap overall for the event.
Absolutely it is. They really turned it up. They waited till the end. They brought the drama. Sean at a 44.0. So it was a beautiful thing. That's something that I love. It's almost as if they saved that max boost till the last session. 41.6. Oh, he is still there, guys. Sean's car is done. Oh, man.
Oh, no, Sean.
He's not in an unsafe zone per se, but if someone loses it through bus stop, he could be. I don't know how this is going to be for track safety. We'll see what's going on here. Hopefully they can get it restarted.
That is so disappointing. He was so close to taking the street class overall record. He was only 0.4 of a second off that record.
It was so close. Looks like Sean and Dai are both going to come in after this lap. I want to see them clean it up. I want to see the tires pressures checked, and I want to see them both sent back out there. If the Caliber guys can go ahead and turn that boost up anymore, I'd love to see it.
Tom Tang behind the wheel of that E36 M3, clocking in a 153.47. I want to see him sub 150. I know if Graham gets Do it, Tom can do it.
Yeah, Tom's a great driver, guys. I mean, I've seen his endurance racing. I've seen what he does. I mean, listen, I've seen his ups and downs, okay? He definitely had an incident in his wheel-to-wheel S2000 where it ended up upside down.
Looks like Dai Yoshihara is coming in quick, looking to make a quick adjustment change.
He's going to come to a stop. See, Dai, he knows he wants to come in as hot as possible. He wants everything checked while it's still up to temp. Listen, you don't see Mike Kojima move with the hustles unless you're around a race car, guys. He moves at his own pace. That's not me saying he's lazy. Mike Kojima lives his life how he wants to live it. But see him around a race car, he's hauling the mail right now.
Doesn't matter if we're on a test day or a competition day, Mike Kojima is always serious.
100%. When he's here, he's in it to win it.
Oh, Sean also coming in.
Sean's going back to his pit. All right, guys. So Dai, let's see if he can go back out and crack into the 40s. I mean, I don't see Dai giving up. I do see Amir running a 148.6. I think he's ran it faster than that. Ryan Passon's in the also. So this track is still fast. It looks good.
Looks like Amir was doing a mid-session cool down. He's probably going to shoot for another flyer lap, looking to improve his best overall time for the event. He's currently sitting at a 147.0, so hopefully he's able to crack a 46 this session. There he is on screen there, that E36 M3. Watch the car when he shifts. It shoots flames. It's really cool to watch.
Yeah, he's got flame map with no turbos, bro. I love it.
Full power, just send it.
Man, and there, here we have Ryan Passy. Oh, man. Okay, guys, Sean's car is fired back up. He might have sucked up some dust.
He's waiting for Gabriel to pass him real quick. Also, Tom Tang coming up soon in the E36. He's going to have time to get back out on track.
And in case you didn't know, he pulled up to the corner station. The corner worker is the one that will tell him when it's clear to go. And see how he waited for the corner worker's call? Now he's back out. It's great to see Sean. I mean, listen, you want Cinderella's story? If he could bring it back in and go back out and set a record, that'd be even more wild. Dai Yoshihara is going back out, though.
Mir shooting flames through sunset, getting a little sideways on exit. Let's see what he puts down. 148.545.
Faster lap in this session. He picked up about 3/10.
Gabriel Shadid clocking a 150.849.
That E90 is moving, guys. It's beautiful to see that four-door putting in the work.
Tom Tang with a 153.320.
Dai is really pushing it through bus stop right here. He's warming it up. I'll tell you, like, some drivers have slow warm-ups. I swear Dai's like 90% on warm-up and 100% on hot lap. I timed one of his warm-up laps last year in a car, and I think it was all of 2 seconds slower than his hot lap.
Guys, Dai feels like there's more time in the car if he's back out there. Keep an eye on that FRS as he's pushing it around track. He may be resetting his own fastest lap time overall for this entire event.
Absolutely. He's doing great right now. So just to give you guys, let you know what's going on, I believe the uncontested unlimited rear-wheel drive time would be Cody Kashal at a 40. There is a contested unlimited rear-wheel drive time. It's Billy Johnson in the FXMD NSX. The only reason that time is contested is because they gave him a free track to do it. It wasn't anyone else out there. They basically cleared the track and he ran it. It's still a super impressive time. No one's going to argue that. It's just a contested time because that's not time attack per se. You're not allowed to have the track to yourself to do whatever you want. So here's Dai starting this hot lap right here. Let's see what kind of time he can lay down.
So much speed carrying through turn one. Looks like he's one of few cars still on track here. He's going to have an open.
Basically, Dai is the one out there. I don't know if Sean's going back out. I didn't see his car. It looks like he pulled into the pits. So Amir is in the pits. Dye just passed Ryan Passy on the backside, so they're the only two still on track.
Oh my goodness, it's so crazy to watch how much speed he's carrying through the dog leg here. Barely braking for bus stop.
As these guys are on their final session, just like we did with most final sessions, if they go 4 off, 3 off, we're not going to call black flags. We're going to let them do their thing. If they have to come in and check it out, so be it. Ryan Passy going through Riverside as we speak. We're waiting to see Dio Shahara's car. This FRS looks great coming down the back straight into the braking zone. I mean, it looks so composed. Under hard braking, what we would call threshold braking, it barely even moves. So here he is going through sweeper. You caught a glimpse of his car. He's going to go through the S's, which are basically wide open throttle, to the left kink before, right there. Boop.
Oh my goodness, so much
Yeah, he's
speed
moving.
coming.
He's moving. Okay, so there's under hard braking right there. A little wiggle. Oh, very composed.
Very
guys.
clean. Oh, such a clean sunset. Here he is. Let's see what he puts down. Dai Yoshihara with a new fastest lap time here, 141.092.
Man, so close to cracking that 40 number.
Oh my goodness, that is so crazy to watch.
Ryan Passy just went through right now. He's starting a flyer, guys. That was a 5-minute lap because he came into the pits. So Ryan Passy definitely wants to surpass his best time. His best time of this session is a 48.9.
Guy on screen here doing a cool down.
Ryan Passy, I think, is the only one still on a flyer, guys. Ryan Passy in the Hyper Miata right there, LX powered Colorado V6 supercharged Miata. He's been dealing with a little bit of drama all weekend, and he's finally got it all together. He's doing great laps. Also, it looks like Amir's still out and Tom Tang is still out. So these three guys have to track to themselves to set fast laps. Amir is still sitting at a 48.5. Ryan Passy's at a 48.9. And Tom Tang got into the 52s. There's a 53.07, just picked up about half a second.
Looks like Tom Tang just made his personal fastest time of the event in that E36 M3.
It's nice. He's doing it at dusk, beautiful sunset, good scenery. Maybe he just likes long walks on the beach and he had to, just get in the mood. We're still waiting. So Dye is coming in right now, guys. You'll see him coming in through the pits. Ryan Passy is still pushing hard as we speak.
So cool to see him under braking. You can see his titanium plates under the car scraping, causing a little bit of sparks.
That arrow, you got to protect that arrow.
Ryan Passy with a 148.036.
There you go. So he surpassed Amir on that one, guys. He was about 4/10 off of Amir. Took him by about half a second right there. So he picked up a good 9/10 on that lap.
Dai Yoshihara in the hot pits here. Looks like they're making another tire pressure adjustment change, but not sure they're going to have time to go out again.
No, they're probably just collecting data to collect it. I mean, they obviously want to know what the car was doing during its final lap. We have less than 2 minutes left in this session, guys. So for him to make it back out in time, it's basically impossible at this point.
Ryan Passy carrying a lot of speed through bus stop.
Oh,
Ooh!
4 off. So Amir just finished another lap right there. It was actually faster by about 2/10. He's at a 48.3 now. Ryan Passy still ahead of him. So Tom Tang was on a cool down. I'm pretty sure you're going to see Tom Tang come in here. He was real nonchalant through sweeper.
Everybody give Dai Yoshihara a round of applause as he comes back into the pits here.
That's your winner right there, folks. Dai Yoshihara, 41.
Nice driving today.
41.09. Here's Tom Tang about to come into the pits. He's to the far left of the back straight. See what Ryan does here. Obviously, he knows that lap was ruined with 4 off. Ryan is definitely going to go for another flyer right now. He likes to push it, so he's going to set himself up here, and he's going to push this lap as hard as we can. So let's go ahead and take a little lap around Buttonwillow, Ryan Passy. He didn't lift, so he wasn't trying to complete a flyer. He is going on a flyer right now. He's been really clean through Sunrise, turn 1 all day. He's had no offs there, no drama whatsoever. His only issue, just like most drivers, has been through bus stop itself. He's had no sunset issues. I mean, he's basically just trying to gain as much time as he can everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and see how he does. There's Ryan going through cotton corners. He does understand what it takes to have a quick exit out there. I've watched a couple of his in-cars. He likes to early shift out of cotton corners to be able to stay in the gear through grapevine through there.
A lot of oversteer coming through the dog leg.
See if he has a cleaner bus stop this time. Tires are holding on for him.
Just a little bit of a 2 off there, but not really losing any speed. Fully maximizing the track there, carrying so much speed through Riverside in that Miata.
This is that was Amir right there coming in. Yep, he's definitely coming in. That's so he is complete. That is the LSM3 right there. Amir, dude, putting in all his work. Great job, Amir.
Phenomenal time in that E36 M3. He clocked in a 147.050.
Yeah, and the good thing is, I mean, here we have Ryan. Let's see if Ryan Passy can improve it all. He's going to be coming out carrying a whole bunch of speed.
Maxing out the full track here in the brake zone, shooting sparks.
He's going to go across checkered here, so let's see if he improved his lap time.
Such a clean line through Sunset. What's he going to run? Oh, 148.590.
Oh.
Okay, that's going to be this last lap. He's got the checkered flag
It was
here.
a great job, though. Okay, so his fastest here is a 48.03. I think that is the fastest of this event for him, if I'm not mistaken. Ryan Passy, yes, because he had a 43.05 now, so he did a 48.03. Yeah, he had a 48.05. So he picked up about 200. Ryan killing it out there, man, doing a great job.
I know they had a late night working on that car as well, so it's great to see him out here pushing for his fastest lap time of the event.
That's a great job, guys. So these guys are going to come in. Remember, if you've already completed your sessions, turn in your transponders. Just a heads up to everybody, we got about 19 minutes till the trophies, okay? So we will be live with trophies at 4:45. We've got about 20 minutes till the trophy session, so remember that. We'll be live at 4:45. Special thanks to our broadcast team over at Revolution. I just want you guys to know they put in all the hard work, guys. They get here super late the night before. They stay late. They're the first ones in. Big shout to Ryan Randalls. He's got that BDE. Jeffrey Hart, that man has my heart. He puts in all the work. Corey Davis, Kenta Young, you guys are out there killing it, man. Big shout to Carla, my co-announcer. And basically to everyone doing the graphics, I want to thank all of you, not only the people working their butts off here, all the competitors. Thanks for tuning in with us. Obviously, I'm Cuban Rodriguez. I've been here for a couple years now, and I just want to thank everybody. We'll be back with you at 4:45 with the award ceremony. We'll go ahead and solidify the results. Obviously, every result is unofficial until we make it official on the award ceremony. So thank you so much, guys. We'll catch you in about 18 minutes.
Thank you so much for having me, Cuban. It was a blast being on air with you.
No worries. You still got to do a bunch of awards because you're the one getting sprayed.
I'm going to run really fast away from that champagne. I'm trying to go to work tomorrow morning and not smell like champagne. All right. Make sure you guys are there for 4:45. We'll see you then.